rather it be held accountable and cut at the root and be made to have to be efficient
I
if it's
don't
going to have
disagree
to
with
exist at
that as
all.
far as like an efficiency goes. There's no reason, like there's no argument for wasting water.
Wait, hold on, Josh, one second.
Always, always.
But
Matt, where's your political take?
how can I fence it this?
I mean, even
Hmm.
beyond the water, it's still like, I don't know, to me unethical to like support generative AI for like the sake of creative reasons. Like, I don't think that we as people should be like, yeah, a thing that can circumvent human creation is a good thing.
I agree. I think there are uses to it and purposes for it, but I don't think it should
Yeah,
replace what is supposed to be a creative process. It can maybe assist in it, but even that is like a stretch. Like I would
I
rather
think that
somebody draw something and make art that I think is like good rather than somebody type in a prompt and generate something that is like flawless but doesn't really have any soul to it. Like those are different things, of course.
I
And
think like when AI is used, like this, like AI is being used to like for early detection of breast cancer or like stuff like that. Like that's great. I'm glad that we can train AI to be able to recognize shit like that. But I don't need like I think what people are getting mad about, and when we go back to the water, people are getting mad because like image generation is unnecessary. Like we can create these things. We don't need something that is wasteful to do it for us. Like AI existing as a tool for like I said, imaging or code refinement or text refinement or like anything like that, where it's like it helps in the same way that like the semiconductor basically created the computer, like or like how computers are getting faster. Like it's the same thing where it's like the machine becomes stronger and helps us do the task, but it shouldn't replace us in the task or do things for us that we can do effectively and sometimes even better ourselves.
I I
So when I
I
say
think I
you shouldn't
agree
watch
with
videos
everything
like
you're
that,
saying. It's just a disagreement about
yeah,
the water argument. I don't agree with the water argument.
I think I'm up about the water because like I said, it seems unnecessary. Like
Sure, but
as much as we need to re-examine like the agriculture industry and the textile industry, like those are already industries that have been scrutinized for years about their environmental impact and especially their water usage. But like
not nearly to the degree of AI. AI has gotten the
I think you're
most
just
flack
hearing
for
about it
water usage
more.
from any other industry by far.
I think everyone's just well, honestly, well, the problem with the internet in general is that it's a fucking echo chamber. So it's like
I agree.
AI was put on the plate, so now all you hear about is AI. But if you look into it, there are people going after the agriculture industry or the textile industry for their water consumption or their environmental impact in general.
I'm sure there
I
are,
mean,
but
people
for
have been
people to
protesting the oil
chase
industry
water
for
usage specifically for AI and then say like, "Oh, well, it is happening in other places," or there are people who are chasing after industries who use far more water. It's like it doesn't ring the same because AI is the scapegoat for water usage. That's what it is. Nowhere again, no industry has ever gotten nearly as much attention as far as water usage as AI is getting recently. Like it hasn't happened. No, you've never heard of like people constantly rising up or talking about or refusing to use certain industries because of their water usage so widely. It hasn't really happened. If it's
you know
such a
what's
big
crazy
deal for
too.
people to hate
A lot
water
of the
usage, then
articles
why
about.
don't they deal with it?
I mean, if you wanted to get into, I'm not disagreeing with you. I think that gets into people something called slacktivism. I don't know if you've ever heard that term before.
Is it doing
Um,
whatever's
but
easiest in proposing it as?
it's essentially putting the Black Lives Matter fist as your profile picture.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like it's like that. It's like it's the shit people do to get social points, and it's a bare minimum thing. You don't see people who are protesting AI generally, I'm not saying everybody, but you don't see them chaining themselves to an oil line
Right.
or um, throwing themselves in front of a bulldozer. Like you don't see these people doing those things because
It's not easy
they
to
are
do that.
just as complicit in the systems that they are against.
Yeah.
And that comes inherently because we have to exist within them. And when I talk about AI and how you shouldn't use it, I'm saying as in like I find it unethical um, for the creation reason, not as a tool. I think that if you use it as a tool, that's not a huge deal. That's just we've been using. That's what humans do. We improve. That's just what we do. Um, but when you're using it, like I'm saying, like don't watch AI slop, AI covers. Not like the text to voice ones. That's not a big deal. But like the
Yeah, I
image
slop's hard as
generation
fuck.
ones. And sometimes it is, but you gotta lock the fuck in. You gotta lock the fuck in
But it's
and be
hard.
like, I
It's
can't I
hard for
can't
me
give a view
to.
to this guy.
It's hard for me to care when there are worse industries, I guess is my point. There are far worse industries that are doing far worse than AI is by people like generating Harry Potter characters who are dancing, uh, it happening to use
But
water, which doesn't even equate to probably even a moment in the textile industry. And for some reason, I'm supposed to
but
care about that because it's the hot topic. Whereas, again, there's far worse industries doing far worse for
I'm
less
trying to
even. I,
I'm
I I
trying to think
enjoy
how
my
to
Harry
explain it.
Potter video better than I would
Like
enjoy like a piece of clothing.
what I'm saying is like imagine like I said, the argument that you shouldn't care about something because there are worse things isn't a good argument. It doesn't take away that the thing that is bad is bad. It's still bad. Like
Right, but
AI
if
is
you have
objectively
100
bad
weeds
because
in your
it's like
garden,
it.
you wouldn't start by picking the tiniest weed. Like that you would probably go after the biggest thing, the most
Yeah,
noticeable thing that's causing the most
but if
harm. But it's not.
okay, to use that example, imagine you had a tiny weed and you're like, no, I don't care about that because I need to go water these plants. Now you have 100 weeds. What if you had stopped it at the source? What if you had pulled that weed originally?
Because
And that's what I think people caring
it's
about
too
AI
late.
does.
It's too late to do that. AI isn't the first weed is the problem. There's been many more before it, and there's still. I mean, even on this list, AI doesn't show up here, and it's for a reason. Like,
Well, also, I mean, but yeah, but comparing the AI industry to like the meat industry is like comparing a
well, AI
fucking
is used
Hot
everywhere
Wheels to
now
a
too.
supercar.
So AI
Yeah, but
isn't
not
like
not not to the extremes of the meat industry or the agriculture. That's
uh,
global. That's
uh
global supporting the whole population. Like that's
sure, but AI at this point you could
large.
say is almost doing the
That's like
same thing with
massive.
what it has. Anybody can hop on ChatGPT and get the use out of it that somebody else is getting. So it's asking for less and causing less harm in the process of giving you something valuable or what somebody might consider valuable, and for some reason that's the opponent. That's like what is supposed to be cared about at the given moment.
What okay. What, what I'm trying to get across is something like an industry that feeds us or clothes us is going to need more resources inherently. Like it's going to need more water, it's going to need more manpower because it's a significantly larger operation. So when people come after AI, it's because it's a small industry relatively, but it's using a lot of water for a small industry and for things that are seemingly unnecessary. We don't need an AI support bot at every fucking social media or every single website. Like it's like it's like a tumor. It's something that is there and it's unnecessary and it's using resources that it shouldn't need to be using.
Right.
And like I said, while it's being trumped by these larger industries, like I said, of course it is. They're significantly larger and have existed for significantly longer. Like if AI keeps growing is the problem. It's a new industry and yet it's already making a significant impact.
But why wouldn't you make the argument that something
Imagine
that's
imagine
been around so long should be more effective and use less water, having the time to improve? AI has like it's came out very strongly within the past year or two, and it's already been promised by many companies using it to use like a less water usage cycle in the next 4 years. Like it's something that
Good.
that a lot of
I'm glad
companies
that
have
they're
already
holding
committed to.
them accountable for it.
Exactly, I'm glad that they are too. But to
Yeah.
say that that's the problem is, I think,
It's an
ridiculous. Like I
emerging problem. I don't think it's the biggest problem on earth, but I think
exactly,
it's
but
it's a
you're
problem.
saying that certain industries have a pass or like a badge because of experience or because of length of time living. But I would make the argument that because it's been so long since that industry has emerged, it should have been better at doing what it does. It
No, I'm
shouldn't
not I'm
waste as
not
much as
saying
it
that
should.
it can use a lot of resources because it's existed for a while. I'm saying that they're massive industries that have to support the entire Earth population. Of course, they're going to use a lot of resources. Like that's just inherent.
Right,
I'm
and
not saying
AI
they
is
can't become
doing
more
something
efficient or
very
they shouldn't be
similar
held
now,
accountable,
though.
but image generation isn't supporting the population, or video generation isn't supporting like those. Like I said,
The
you
service
understand
is
what I mean
being
by like
used by the
unnecessary?
population. That would be. I'm not saying that it's supporting the population in a way that is completely necessary. I'm saying that it's being used by the by. I mean, China has its own AI. A bunch of them. America has, like there's many AIs that are being used in different ways, and like it's not like it's still a small industry. Like it's not a tiny group of people we're talking about. It's not one AI bot that's somehow emerging on the top water using list industries of all time. Like this is something that is massive. Like it's huge right now. So to say that because it's a small industry or smaller than certain industries and therefore it should be looked into further because it's using so much, like I just don't think that's accurate. It's a very big industry. It's massive.
Okay, like so. What it like? Surmise your argument because I think I've got things crossed.
I think my argument is that the water usage of AI is not the pressing matter. Like it just isn't. It's hard to care about something like AI using water when there are different industries using far more water. Like AI is a big industry. You could almost argue as big as any other because it's literally, like you said, being used everywhere. It's being implemented everywhere, and it's still not on the near the top of the list of things that use the most water. And so to scrutinize the AI industry and say that they need to use less water, it, to me seems like a little ridiculous. And even though they've already committed to it, like even though they're already improving their systems to do so, I just feel it should have been, that effort should have been spent and would have been better spent on any other industry.
I I don't like the thing like industry big, other industry not as big. Like just the like saying that it's not important because it's not as like significant. I don't know. Like they don't
I'm looking at solely water
relate
usage,
to each
and
other.
I think they're comparable in size. Like again, AI is everywhere now. It might not be in like poorer countries, but I mean the richer countries are using it enough for both of them. So it's not like it's not a small industry. Like the footprint that it's leaving isn't massive for the shoes that it's like it's huge. AI is massive.
Well, it's effectively huge in its significance, but like as in like hardware, like mechanical shit.
There's
Like
data banks
it's a
everywhere.
massive industry. It makes a shit. Yeah, but like Josh, what I'm saying is there's probably millions of farms on the earth or millions of meat processing plants or textile processing factories or car manufacturing factories, like millions. There's like 5400 data centers alone. That's it.
Data centers are this is just it's not an equatable argument the way computers work. Like the computer, like you don't need a lot of space to do something insane with a computer. It's not.
But like it's still growing. Like it's people are talking about like it's growing and therefore going to consume more water and therefore becoming a problem. It like it's recognizing that it's a problem now before it's too late, basically. It's people sounding the alarm in 1970 about climate change before it was causing irregular hurricanes and earthquakes and mudslides.
Right. My issue is taken. It's not like there's no good argument for using more water. I'm not against that the AI industry has like successfully been implementing things that use more water or use less water. It's just this idea that there are different industries that need more focus. Like that's pretty much all it is. There's different industries. Again, like textile. You're telling me that textile needs to use all the water it uses? We don't even need all the clothes we have in the world right now. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, like you're getting into like we could talk we could talk about just how wasteful capitalist systems are,
exactly.
like
And
especially
that's my point,
America.
is that there are bigger points to make. Like, that would be something that I
I
think
understand
everybody
that.
on the internet should band together and go in and move forward with to get change to happen. So like I find it annoying that AI is being used as like the number one most like globally effective industry right now. Like, it's not as nearly as bad as people are making it out to be. It's not like the supervillain as far as industries go.
Hmm. I still like think that AI shouldn't be used though, or at least like generative AI is what I mean. Like tools I don't care about. Like
I mean, even using it
at
for
least
text prompts at this
water.
point, the way that Edge works, when I make a search like this and I get this Copilot response, using a normal browser is effectively the same and probably does more due to generating all of the links below it than an AI prompt does if I were to type the same thing in a ChatGPT. Like, that wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Because an AI is pulling all relevant links and information and retyping it the same way ChatGPT does at the top of my screen.
Um, why are also there's so little coverage on this shit. I'm like looking for articles and it's like the Jimmy Times. Like what am I reading, bro? What are these
I
tiny little
genuinely
fucking
believe that's
like
because a lot of journalism that has maybe tried to focus on that has ended up like realizing there isn't much of a story. Because I also noticed the same thing. I remember the last time, I don't remember, there was something AI related and you brought it up. And I was looking for
dude,
like
the first
stuff
link goes to
about
Reddit.
it. Yeah, I was looking for stuff about
The
it last
first
time we were
link goes
talking
to
about it, and there
Reddit.
was like nothing. No matter what I
Reddit.
searched
The
up, I couldn't find
fuck?
anything. This runs from 2018.
Okay.
I just feel
Even
like
then,
more up to
water
date shit.
aside, like if someone was like, here's a video made by a human being, and they put, you know, 6 months into making this video versus here's something that I typed into ChatGPT and now I have a 15-minute video. I'm gonna watch the human video, and I don't think that you should watch AI videos. I don't think you should consume AI content. I don't think it's good. I think it's objectively just morally wrong. I don't like things that remove human creativity. That's not good. That's just not good. And
I
it makes industries lazier. It makes industries less likely to hire people. It cuts out artists. Like it's just not good. Like I don't want 20 years from now for me to open whatever Netflix is at that point and see like an AI show, like or an AI movie. I don't want that. And I don't want to be okay with that existing. I don't want to support it now so that companies think that they can do it later. Like AI may not be the biggest problem in the world relatively right now, but it's an emerging problem. It's like seeing the cracks in the, in the stone before it breaks. Like it's like there's something going on here that's bad. Like so like I said, while it's not the biggest issue, while it's not, the oil industry or the gas industry or the lithium industry, um or child labor or anything like that. Like, while it's not these big ass like AI is an issue that we can tackle individually. Y- Like, you can't you can't stop wearing clothes, you can't stop eating food, but you
Watch
can sure
me.
as shit stop using Chat GPT. Well, have fun being naked and starved to death. I don't know what to tell you, but
That's what
like
Gandhi did.
Gandhi was a goddamn pimp. Um, do you know about that? He was like freaky as hell. Anyway, that's another
Yeah,
conversation.
it was something with his
Either way,
14-year-old cousin. Continue.
yeah. What I'm saying is, like, it's in the same way that we can recycle, or in the same way that we can reuse things. Like, those
I
are things
agree.
that we can
It's
do ourselves.
preventative, and there is negatives
Yeah,
to AI. Like I understand the use
yeah,
case of doing something preventative to stop something from being another big industry like the oil industry. Like I can see
yeah.
that happening, and I agree as far as not replacing creative content either. Like I don't think that AI, creative content should be replaced. I think that that stands like human creativity should be the pinnacle of like what art is like that it should there should be no place for AI to replace anybody completely there.
Hmm.
But
What do
also
like
when Alan Rickman dies and I want to watch him sing and dance on a little guitar,
Yeah, but imagine
unfortunately I have to watch him rock the shit
imagine
out.
no, imagine your family member dies, and then you get sent an AI video of them playing guitar. And don't you say some bullshit like "that's heat," because I don't want to hear it from you.
That is a little bit fire.
No, it's not. Imagine, like, this is kind of a dark. If you had a family member die recently, like someone relatively within the last year.
No.
Okay, well, even if, like, what I'm saying is, like, imagine it's like grotesque. Like, imagine being Alan Rickman's family and seeing him like dancing when it's not him. Like, that's got to be a little disturbing. Like, I don't know. Like I said, that even gets into like using people's likenesses, like selling someone's likeness. Like, imagine someone owning your face because they have
Yeah,
the creative rights to your face. Like, that's horrifying.
I agree. I think that there are examples being used worse for that than now. Like there's probably examples of people making and selling merch of people who are dead onto things they very explicitly did not agree with. Like that is absolutely something that existed at one point. Uh, and I think that's disgusting. So like it's not like I agree with that happening, and I obviously wouldn't want to live in a world where somebody. I mean, I would like to make the video of my dead family member rocking the fuck out, but I don't want to be sent one. I think that taking away the choice, I guess, is that's worrying. But then you can get into arguments like Grok is being used to strip people naked on Twitter right now. Like it could
Yeah, and
just
that's fucking
it could just do
horrible. And
yeah
that wouldn't
it's
exist if
absolutely
AI
disgusting. And
wasn't a
Grok
thing.
Grok shouldn't be. This is what I'm saying, where there should be a limitation put in place to prevent that. But unfortunately, Elon Musk runs Twitter, and apparently there's nothing he can do, even though there absolutely is. Like,
Even though it's it's his AI model.
yeah, Grok should not exist. Like maybe if it exists, it should only exist to respond to text prompts with the most accurate information available. Like that should be how an AI is used, where it's like it asks it and like asks a question, and then again that uses the same amount of water as a normal Edge search does because of the generative prompt that Edge does too. So like there would be
I
no
don't.
harm to the environment in doing that.
Someone Google did Google use more water before Google? What the fuck does that mean, bro?
Did Google use more water before Google?
It's so fucking ironic to get an AI overview about why AI is using too much water. Ugh. God, dude.
That's what I'm saying. All I think is with the AI overview present on browsers and now just giving like the shortest, like fastest answer it can, uh, with that system in place, there is nothing there's no argument to be made that you can't type that prompt in somewhere else and get an answer to. Like if somebody wants to use Grok to ask a question in the comments of a Twitter post, it's no different than searching it up on the internet and getting the edge response for it. It's just a different AI model. Like that's what I
Yeah,
think
but
about it. If somebody
that but
wants to
that
open
didn't exist
ChatGPT and do the
before.
same thing, again, it doesn't really do much. And that
But that didn't
generative
exist before. Was what
well,
I'm saying.
that
It's like
generative
you didn't have
text
that.
is the difference between the links popping up when you made a search and the AI ripping information from the links. This was something I did find when we talked about it last time. The difference was like negligible from what I saw. Like the difference between having the AI model there and giving an overview of the links versus having just the links, like the water usage was negligible at best.
Well, let me give you a direct comeback to that, my twin. Um, this article is showing data of how Google's data centers went from like its water usage increased by 20% in 4 years
Sure, but
after AI was introduced.
that wouldn't just be the prompts of Google, and like that we're talking about Microsoft Edge. That's like a completely different company. I don't know what Google uses there. I don't use Google. I don't know what Google uses AI
Yeah, but
for
Google's a
or what they
search
invest
engine,
in.
so like that's I assume what their data centers are being used for.
Well,
If not,
Google as
obviously
the
other stuff,
company
but
can be the AI could be used for whatever the hell they want to purchase it for. Like I have no idea what tools Google has that allows AI to be used. As far as Microsoft and Microsoft Edge and like again like the Edge overview or whatever, that's the only thing I know about. As far as I know, Microsoft Edge doesn't really have any other generative AI tools. And if you look at AI usage, or if you look at water usage by company, and you looked at Microsoft, I would have no doubt that their spike in water would be just as bad, if not worse, than Google's because of tools like Copilot implemented into D365 or into Teams or into email. Like, if and I know all this because I work the office job where there's now a button in the top of every email I write where I can press it and it will autocorrect and read every email that I like every word that I wrote in the email. Like it will make suggestions. Like I can do that. I don't, but and it's annoying that it pops up. But that's what I would imagine the water usage is spiking from, the people who do use that.
reading. Oh, please. What was that? Bro puts it back on. Like, but what I'm saying is like you shouldn't watch this because someone could have made this video like actually like he didn't do anything to make this video. All he did was type in prompts
And
and it
shredded the
spat
fuck
out
out on
crap.
guitar.
I
He calls himself an AI artist.
like you shouldn't support
That's
someone like this.
insane.
Like it's not funny. It's bad. It's just bad. Like
Sure.
Matt,
Hello.
your opinion, if you have one
Thinking on
at
how I
all,
can fence it.
huh?
I'm thinking on how I can fence it this.
Don't you dare fucking fence sit this shit.
Hmm. I mean, to be completely honest, my opinion is, I think it definitely can be useful, but like, a good majority of the things that it's being used for today is really fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, to that I would say to call it a majority would be, I think, a little misleading.
I I would say it's a pretty fair majority.
I no the as far as actual usage goes, the usage that a company's AI model uses is far more intensive than whatever people like people who make like an AI slop, like 10-second YouTube short do. Like for something to be trained on a database and be fetching it and be using like something like that is not the same as just making a video.
There's no way to like check what percentages of what are being used. Um, that's 2019. That's fucking useless. There really is like no articles about this shit.
Yeah, because it's not like actually covered by media.
But there's nothing. Like they're not like I type in AI and the first thing I get is the Environmental Energy Study Institute, and it gives a lot of water data. Um,
I think the argument and the noise surrounding AI is not really much more than just noise. Like I don't think it's something that's actually being looked into very often by journalists or actual news outlets. Like it's just not.
I don't know. It's just like it feels like when you say these industries use more water, so we shouldn't care about how much water AI uses.
Well, that's not exactly what I'm saying. It's not like exemption because it's not used as much. It's like I just think it's hypocritical to go after a certain industry and then not say shit about another. Like I think to care so much, like I care so much about water. Well, then like do something about the industries that are also using more water. Like you can
But
do
Josh,
both. It's not.
what are you gonna do as a person about big oil?
I'm not doing anything, and I'm not claiming.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. I'm not claiming to. I'm not. That's
Well,
the
nobody
that's the
is. I
thing.
don't think anyone who says that like
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because nobody's fucking mouthing off, and it like everybody knows it's bad, but we've all just been sitting around it, and that sucks. And it's like, but nobody's claiming that something that's very similar to oil but far less like destructive is so terrible. Let's like destroy it. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of the whole industry. Let's put regulations on this industry. And it's like to say that about that small industry that's just like fucking oil, which is right next to it, the super titan that it is, and not say shit about it is
you
just
want to know
hypocritical
why
to me.
oil no one does anything about oil is because Exxon might as well be a fucking congressman. Like
I agree. I absolutely agree. And this is what I'm saying. Like
but like
it's not
the reason that
changeable
I'm
and nobody's
so
claiming it is.
the reason that I'm so anti AI is because it's something that I can actively abstain from. Like I said, I can't not wear clothes. I can't not eat food
But
or drive my car
but you can't
or like
entirely like abstain from it. Like you just can't. If you make
I
a
can
search
abstain
on
from as
Google,
much
you
as
use
humanly
AI.
possible. Well, yeah, but that's out of my hands. I can't get rid of it. I can't not use the internet. But like that's one of those things where it's like it's gonna get to a point where it's so weaved into how we function that we can't
Right.
do anything about it.
It's gonna be made to be a necessity.
And that's what I'm saying. Like getting at it while it's small or relatively small before it gets to be too big that we can't do anything about it. That's what I care about. That's what I'm on about.
But I don't think you understand how big AI like it's already implemented in a way that we cannot change.
Yeah, it's big economically.
No, like
It
it's in every application, every business application, in
it's
every
everywhere because
business. Like
it's
it's
because people
present.
keep using it. That's the problem. People
But
keep using it.
to say the like that doesn't you can't use that argument because like it's too late is my point. Even if everybody stopped using AI right now, it still is there.
Yeah,
Like
but saying it's too late is like that's what they want you to do, and that's what I mean. I'm sure I'm doing that as well with other things, but like what I'm saying is,
well, look, it's just like it genuine like again, it's in every business application.
yeah,
Microsoft is
but
heavy
it's
into AI already. There's businesses that are getting custom AI models trained on their systems made specifically for their company. Like it's already implemented very like intricately. It's not so like me abstaining from watching a YouTube video, like it isn't changing anything.
That's well, yeah, but you could use that argument. Oh, we shouldn't recycle because there's landfills. Like, just because your impact may be insignificant doesn't mean you shouldn't make an impact in some way.
I don't disagree. I just also don't think like it's completely applicable here. Like I just don't think there wouldn't be any impact. Even if everybody who currently is like on Twitter stops using AI, like the only difference is that Grok would just not be a used LLM. Like that would be it.
These industries only have power because we give it.
But
Like,
what power
if
do you
we
think we're giving it? Like it's not doing
when you
anything except
use
for
it,
making it easier
when
for
you
things that already exist.
yeah, but I'm talking about image generation and video generation, things that like that shouldn't exist. I don't care about tools. Prompts are one thing. I think if you use prompts, you're kind of fucking lazy, to be honest. Is it really that hard to find an article or read through it? Like read through an article and use your fucking brain. I'm not mad at you, by the way. I don't like. I'm not trying to make you feel stupid. I'm just mad about this in general. Like, I think that if you're like, oh, I need to have ChatGPT write my fucking paper for me because I just can't do it. Like, you're dumb and stupid and you're
I
lazy and
agree.
you
I think
should
that's
do that yourself.
pathetic.
And what I'm saying is, when you use AI, when you engage with it, like I said, you engaging with it by Googling something isn't exactly like that's, relatively out of your hands because you can't turn it off and you have to use the search engine in some way. Like, that's one thing. But it's easy to just not engage with fucking Wicked AI, the YouTube channel, or not engage with companies that use generative like like people are boycotting video game companies because they use AI in their games. That is something that you should do because we have the buying power for that. When we
Sure.
start abstaining from things that we don't like, they stop doing it because they stop getting money for it. Like, the only reason that oil is so big is because we keep driving cars. If we all stopped driving cars one day, the industry would collapse.
I agree.
Sorry, mate. Like, what, like, if, like, what can I say? You got me all fucked up, dude. You got me all fucking fucked up right now.
What's happened
Um,
to you, man?
you're pissing me off. You're honestly pissing me off a little bit. Like, I love you, but you're pissing me off
I haven't even done
because
nothing.
you did do something. Because I don't think that we're thinking the same way, and it's making me mad because I
That's
want you to
okay.
understand what I mean. I'm not like I don't think that the points you're making are necessarily bad, but I just don't think that we're arguing in the same direction. Like, to me, like I said, if we stop engaging with it, it'll go away. Like that, they're not going to keep putting money into an industry that doesn't do anything. Like, that's why I'm saying to not engage with these kinds of videos because it's just inherently it's not right. Like, someone who generates videos online doesn't deserve the viewership over someone that actually spends the time to make art objectively. You shouldn't need a computer model to tell you how to write a paper. Fucking learn how to write. Learn how to
I
draw.
agree.
But what I'm saying is when you use ChatGPT and when you use that, you promote it inherently by using it, you promote it. That's just how it works. Like, that's why people are vegetarians or vegans. Like, it's the same reason. They abstain from the meat industry because what are you holding? I don't want that. Like, people abstain from the industry because they don't believe in it. And like I said, while it's may not have a huge impact, it's still objectively a moral thing. It's like it's wrong. It's wrong to them, and I understand the meat industry is wrong, and that I probably shouldn't engage with it. But I don't know. It's just been it's part of my life. I guess that's probably me being a hypocrite because you know, the purest, like if my opinion were a pure thing, I would probably abstain from most things that are wrong. But I think that just goes into like how fucked up the world is in terms of industry. Like a true a true humanitarian would walk everywhere and make their own clothes and grow their own food and not use the internet and not have a cell phone, not use electricity. Like cavemen are the real heroes because they don't use any modern amenities.
Yeah.
And like, but what I'm saying is, like I said, while you're right, other industries use more water and have more environmental impact. It doesn't mean that you can't be like, this is still bad. This is still bad, and I shouldn't engage with it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get across.
I agree.
Well, you agree, but you don't. Like, you agree, but then you put on the fucking snake video again. Like,
Well,
you
yeah,
don't
but the
agree.
state video's fun.
Yeah, it's fun, but so is like driving around in a car, but it's still bad. But what do you like? But like you need to use a car to get to work. You don't need to use AI to exist. Like it's just unnecessary. Like the problem is, like I said earlier, where it was like finding industries that are wrong and cutting them off before they become too integral. And AI is already becoming integral, and that's what sucks, and that's what's bad. But it's like something like I said, you can't abstain from driving a car. Even if you buy an electric car, you're still buying a lithium battery that was mined by some small African boy. Like that's the unfortunate truth with existing the world we live in because everything. Have you ever seen? Hold on. Have you seen The Good Place?
No.
All right, let me show you a clip from The Good Place. What is it like? It's like um. I find that scene.
Always, always.
Here we go. I think I found it.
Do 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 do.
Okay. Do you know what The Good Place is? Have you heard? Do you know what the show is? Either one of you?
I do not.
Okay. Josh, you know what it is?
No.
Okay. The Good Place is a TV show about. I'm not going to spoil it because I do think it's a great show and I think you both like it. Um, this blonde girl, um, her name's Eleanor. She's dead. Everybody in the show's dead besides these two because they're like
Oh, fire.
angels basically. They're higher beings. They were never mortal. And technically that the person in the blonde dress is um not really either. But either way, a bunch of dead people living in the good place. And the good place exists because it's basically heaven. There's the good place and the bad place. If you were good in life, you go to the good place. If you're bad in life, you go to the bad place. And the good place kind of sucks. And she learns how to live through it. This is multiple seasons ahead. There's like 4 seasons of this show, but essentially that's the judge, and the judge decides like basically people can appeal to go to the good place or appeal to her for whatever reason. So the white haired guy basically runs the good place. He's appealing to the judge lady. He's talking about why the point system is bad, and the point system is basically you either go to the good place or bad place depending on how many points you have, and those points are assigned based on the goodness of your task or the badness of your task, go and so on. Essentially, what they find out is that barely anybody gets into the good place ever, and they don't understand why. And he's finally figured out why. And this is how I feel about the current world in terms of participating in industries that are negative. Thank you. And see, here's the clip.
I once stood in front of you and said I thought there was something wrong with the point system. I finally know what it is. Life now is so complicated. It's impossible for anyone to be good enough for the good place. I know you don't like to learn too much about life on Earth to remain impartial, but these days just buying a tomato at a grocery store means that you are unwittingly supporting toxic pesticides, exploiting labor, contributing to global warming. Humans think that they're making one choice, but they're actually making dozens of choices they don't even know they're making.
Your big revelation is life is complicated? That's not a revelation. That's a divorced woman's throw pillow. I mean, this guy chose this tomato. Those are the consequences. You don't want the consequences? Do the research. Buy another tomato. What else you got?
I'll tell you what else I got. I got this.
What the hell?
Oh shit!
Oh, what
Michael.
the hell?
What are you doing?
Backpack Kid dance.
Why?
I don't know. It makes people happy. Is it helping?
Anyway, that's like what I'm talking about. Um,
But I feel like that stands to my point more than it does yours.
how do you mean?
Whereas making any decision can support many things, and so like again, like you're asking to abstain from something entirely that you don't fully have control of.
Yeah, but to my understanding, at least, like to my knowledge, like if I know something's bad, I'm not going to use it. It's like I understand the negative things about AI. I'm not going to use it.
Right, but also it was a funny little Snape video.
Sure. I'm not saying it wasn't a funny little Snape video.
I think you're equating my decision to watch the funny little Snape video to like actively supporting the erosion of human creativity. Whereas to me, I watched a funny little Snape video, which it just feels like a leap because to be like in that case, like you use Photoshop, you wouldn't be able to use Photoshop because that replaces painters, right? Because that's something that painters can do is they can paint those things that you're editing with your computer. If
That's
you
a
use,
different argument, I think.
I think they're generally the same. Like if you use auto-tune, then
No.
it replaces singers. Like these are things that like it was an instance of something that can be used in a certain way, and by indulging in it does not mean that I go the full 9 yards.
Something like Photoshop requires skill to use. Something like auto-tune is only used as a production tool. It's like
Right, there's a person behind the voice.
that's like saying that's like equating using a newer computer.
No, because
Like
you could make the argument that auto-tune makes it easier for, and this is the case, it makes it easier for artists who are less talented to get more popular because it corrects their voice. Like,
yeah,
but I'm not
boom, you play
actively
a live
supporting
concert.
replacing singers by not boycotting auto-tune. Like, if I like a
Explain to
song
me
with
how
auto-tune
you
in it,
boycott auto-tune.
well, that's what I'm saying. It's not something that I'm saying that when somebody uses autotune, and if you could make the argument that because it makes it easier for people who are not talented or aren't as good at singing,
I think you're overestimating how strong autotune is.
I think
how
you're
effective
underestimating
autotune is.
how many people got popular off of autotune.
How do you mean autotune? Like autotune, you can tell it's autotuned, or autotune as in
any kind of autotune.
well, no,
I
that's
think
not the same thing.
they are the same thing because autotune as a
No.
whole can be used in a way that's negative. Again, it's another tool that can be used in a way that's negative. And by somebody listening to a song that has autotune on it, or maybe a silly song that has very ridiculous and very overly exaggerated autotune on it. That doesn't mean they're supporting replacing singers.
Those are separate things.
But they aren't, because again,
Yes,
you
they
could make the
are.
argument that autotune
Yeah,
is
but you
replacing
want to know
singers
what
because it
like
makes it easier for people who can't sing to get popular singing.
I don't. Those aren't. I get like I'm trying to figure out how to word it, but those aren't the same. Like
I think I'm not saying, I'm saying they're similar enough in the case that uh for you to say that something is overarchingly wrong, uh I feel like ignores smaller circumstances. Again, like I think watching the funny little AI Snape video doesn't equate to the erosion of human creativity and me supporting it. Like
yes,
I just don't believe that
but
happened.
if when you choose to watch an AI video over a human video, inherently you're supporting AI over humans. That's just what you're doing.
If I had a piece of, like, if I had a plastic bottle with me, and if I were to throw it in a trash can instead of a recycling bin one time, say it was completely by choice, say that I had done that one time, that doesn't mean that I support microplastics in the ocean killing animals or poisoning the water supply. It means that one time I had made a choice, and for you to equate that seems like an extreme.
Well, inherently you chose to not recycle, and the consequences that come with not recycling.
So you're saying that if somebody were to make a decision like that, they are therefore supporting the major cause completely?
Yes, because you're inherently choosing
I
not
think
to do the
that's a
better thing.
ridiculous statement.
Josh, when you choose not to recycle, you inherently have to accept what that might cause.
But to
Sure,
draw that to the major conclusion of supporting everything that comes along with it because of one decision is,
yeah,
again, like,
but
that's
you're
ridiculous.
not the only person using AI. You're not the only person not recycling. When a collective of people decide to engage with something or not do something like not recycle, you are all inherently complicit in the consequences that come from that. Just because you individually wouldn't have a necessarily like effect on the earth.
That's not what I'm
There's
saying. I'm
there's
not saying that a group of people can't have this a larger effect by doing the same thing. I'm saying that down to the individual, for them to make a decision and then to therefore equate that to the whole is like, that is ridiculous.
when you do something, understanding the consequences of that action, you are complicit in the action, in the consequences of it. When you use AI, you are complicit in the effects that AI has on the environment. When you use a car, you are complicit in the effects that a car has on the environment. When you eat meat, same thing. When you buy fast fashion, the same thing. You are complicit. You are participating. Whether you know it or not, you are. And when you don't know it, obviously you can't. That's the different moral thing. If you don't have the research to know, that's out of
No,
your hands.
no,
You're
because
naive.
you're talking about things like you're saying if you knowingly participate in a system even once, then you are therefore morally tied to and therefore responsible for everything that that system produces.
You are responsible in a part due to participating in it. Yes. Even if it's just once. You can dump oil in a river just once, but you still did it.
Okay, if you eat a fast food burger, you then support animals being killed by millions at one time and complicit in factory
Yes.
farming.
Yes, you do, because you're
So
eating the
you're
fast food.
complicit in that because you made that decision at one
I'm not
point.
saying I'm innocent. I'm complicit in plenty of things that are awful.
I'm saying that that's ridiculous to say. Like by even by using social media is like you're now complicit in mental health harm. It's like, because that's something that social media does. It affects people negatively mentally. So by you using it at all, it means you're complicit in harming people's mental health. Is that the case? Because I just think
Well,
that's ridiculous
in
to
terms of
draw the
social
biggest
media,
conclusion possible.
in terms of social media, not necessarily. It depends on how you use social media. It depends on what social media
No,
you're
because we're
using.
talking about the side effects it makes. It doesn't matter how you used it or the use case that you had for it
No,
or the
because
reason you
that
used
is
it.
different.
No,
That is
because
different.
the effect
Yeah,
is there.
let me get the words out of my mouth, please.
You're
What
misunderstanding
I'm
my point.
No, I'm not. Josh, what I'm saying in terms of social media, that is different because if you use LinkedIn, you're not complicit in mental health impact. If you use YouTube, you're not necessarily complicit in mental health impact.
You
If
are,
you
because that type of thing happens on
No,
that
because
platform.
if you post like if you post edited pictures of yourself, yes, you're complicit in that because you're posting photos that create unrealistic expectations for people. But when you don't recycle, you are, especially if you understand that you should recycle, you are inherently making a bad choice and you are complicit in it because you know better.
No, because in this system, every modern action, you're now morally responsible for various, like, globally systemic outcomes. That's a ridiculous
In some
standard to me.
small part, yes, we all are. That's what existing in the world is now.
But to draw
Like,
everybody and hold everybody to that standard is ridiculous. Like, that is a paralyzing
that's what we
standard to
need to
say,
do
if
to
you eat
improve.
food, this happens. Like, that's insane.
When you buy meat, you're supporting the meat industry.
So should
When
I
you
expect you in the next 2 weeks to be walking around with zero clothing and living in the forest or something? Because this seems like the type of life that you'd be
and
preferring
we've
to live.
gotten back to what I was saying earlier, bro.
This is what I'm
We've
no,
just
but
got
the point you made earlier, that golden standard, like that crazy standard where everything that you do to be like the perfect humanitarian, whatever, you're basically asking for this. You're taking the
No, I'm not
largest
asking for
conclusion and
this.
pinning it on
I'm not
somebody because
no.
they had made a decision to do so.
Josh, I'm not asking for this. What I'm saying, I'm using the example, and like I said, I understand my complicity in a lot of things. That is understood. That is understood by me. I'm not saying that I'm innocent of these things because I'm not. No one is. Nobody in the modern world is innocent of not being complicit in some kind of harmful system. That's just how the world is. There's too many harmful things. Humans existing as they do is inherently harmful to the planet. We are a bad thing. We are a bad thing as people. Like that's just what we are. When in terms of I choose to abstain from it because I don't need it, and therefore I don't want to give myself a reason to need it in any reason at all. Like I said, if I was a better person, I wouldn't drive a car. If I was a better person, I wouldn't eat meat. If I was a better person, I would make my own clothes.
See,
If
like,
some people,
I just disagree. This idea that there's a better person who does those things is just ridiculous to me.
well, it's either like you're born into a system and you inherently have to be complicit within it. You have to participate in it. That is out of your hands. But at the end of the day, you still understand the role that you play. Like
Right. Well, yeah,
that's why people
modern
don't.
systems just, like, they run on messy systems. That's how modern life is. But to say that the people therefore who were born into it and the society is emerging into it are then complicit in the environmental damage it has and everything it has being born
Well,
into,
Josh,
like, that's crazy.
you're telling me that like there are bigger industries, but like I said, what are you doing about it? What are any of us
My
doing
point is
about it?
that there's, like, by being born into it, you're like a passenger. You're not the one steering. You can't blame it when it fucking, like, T-bones somebody.
I'm not
That's
blaming.
crazy.
It's not wholly your fault, but you're complicit in it.
You're pitting the standard from one decision. That's the
Do you know
problem.
what the word complicit means?
Yeah, you're okay with it.
No, you're just involved. It's what complicit means is you're involved, and you understand it is. Like you understand what's going on. You
This
understand that what you're doing is wrong, and you're still doing it. That's complicity.
so again, by the
You
single
understand that
video
not
that
recycling is
was
wrong, but you're still doing it. You're still not recycling. You understand that generative AI is wrong, but you're still consuming its content. That's complicity.
Yeah, but electricity isn't required either. And if that's like strictly like you could drop that too. The internet also isn't technically required. You could drop that too. Like these are it's genuinely not it's not perceivable to me to pin the claim that by doing something even once you are then permanently complicit in it.
You are like
And,
does this per
and
does
and
this
you
does
can
this
you
fake
can
person
believe this. I'm not saying that you're wrong in believing it. I'm saying that I don't.
Josh, the example, like, that's just what the word complicity means. You understand that something is wrong and you still do it. That is being complicit. That, like, this is not an opinion. This is just what the word means.
But I don't understand what
I'm
point you're
not
trying
saying
to
that
make.
someone that doesn't recycle is solely responsible for the fucking North Atlantic garbage patch, but I'm saying that they're complicit in that system because they choose not to do the better thing. That's, like I said, that's why people are vegetarians or vegans, because they choose not to be complicit in supporting the meat
But
industry.
what is your point?
What I'm saying is I choose not to use AI because I don't like it. I don't want to be complicit in that. I actively try not to use it. And like I said, am I being a hypocrite by still supporting other systems? Yeah. But like what I'm saying, like that doesn't invalidate, just because I do something doesn't make this thing wrong. Like, just because I'm a hypocrite for being complicit in other systems doesn't mean that being complicit in this system isn't wrong. It's still wrong. Like,
But I'm just not like I just don't know where this is going.
what do you mean?
Like I don't know. Again, I don't exactly get what point you're trying to make.
What I'm trying to make is that, like, you understand that AI is wrong, but you still use it. I'm
I
not saying that
watched a
makes you a
funny little
horrible
video, and
person.
I'd do it again.
Yeah, yeah, you watch a funny little video and you use Chat GPT often, and like you use that for that stupid fucking Carconator photo. Like, that's complicity. You literally told me that you use 6 gallons of water to make the picture. Like,
That was funny.
but Josh, like, do you not understand that it's serious? Like, it's actually serious.
AI can't replace my humor though.
It makes it very hard to have a discussion when you don't take it seriously 100% of the time.
I don't know. We're not agreeing. I just don't see it going anywhere.
But like I said, being like complicity is like, this is not an opinion. This is just what the word
Well,
means.
well, sure, but then what? Like, what after that?
Well, I'm not saying that that makes you a horrible person. I'm just saying that, like, it's something to be improved upon. Like,
I
me
think
as a
that by you even supporting, again, none of AI is going away. Even if everybody were to like, it just isn't. It's not
yeah, but if you
happening.
stop using it, they stop. Who is using AI if not the common people?
I'm
If you
saying
stop
there
using
are
it, they stop making it.
there are an infinite amount of uses for it. It's not gonna stop. And even by you again, like you support the cancer recognize, like that's gonna replace people's jobs at some point. It will develop in a certain way that it will do things where it will have a
Yeah,
negative
but
effect, as everything
that's a
does.
that's a net good. That getting better at detecting cancer isn't a bad thing. But replacing humans in creation of art, or cutting artists out of
I don't think
the
it's.
digital media industry because they can just use AI to create all their promotional material, or getting rid of screenwriters, or like, these are creative things. AI doesn't think. It's not creative. It can't do that.
I
AI is
agree,
really
and,
good at noticing
I
patterns.
think the soul shows. Like it just it isn't.
Yeah.
They're not
Well,
interchangeable to me.
yeah, but you're consuming shit. Like, you're consuming shit by watching this stuff.
I,
And inherently you're being complicit in that. Like, you can't be like, I don't want AI to replace artists, and watch these videos. Those things can't be true. They can't be true at the same time.
I'm confused. Do you want me to like bow down and say like I don't? I'm confused what you want.
I'm telling you that it's wrong to consume
I'm
like
telling you that
generative
it's
AI.
not. I'm not consistently sitting on here looking up AI slop. I watched one video. I thought the song and the video were cool because it was something that I had experienced as a child, and then I was showing Matt, and you happened to show up and then tore me a new one because I was watching an AI video. I don't understand what we're doing here.
I'm telling you that it's wrong, and you're just like not. It's not conflating to you.
I'm saying that.
And this isn't a one-off thing. This is thing you do this often.
That's insane.
It's not, bro. Look at your fucking alt account.
I generated one picture. What the fuck are we talking about?
And you like you use ChatGPT often. You've brought it up multiple times.
When?
While you were in school. All the time. You would talk about it all the time. I'm pretty sure you brought it up recently. I don't remember like specific examples, but I didn't just fucking make it up.
I just don't know what, like, I don't know.
But like I said, you understand that it's wrong and you still use it. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not saying that makes you a horrible person. I'm not like pissed off at you, but it's got this argument has gone to a point where it's like you're not taking it seriously, and it's honestly it is making me more annoyed because I want you to understand.
But I don't know what to tell you. The point is that, like, even if I did understand, like, it's just not a point worth taking to me. This isn't the biggest thing in my world.
What is the like? It like it's a thing to be concerned about. That's what like.
I agree. I'm not saying I don't see your points and the things that you've brought up. Again, I'm not constantly fucking generating shit. I don't know what you think I don't run the Wicked AI account. I don't know what you want from me.
I'm not saying that, but I'm. Oh my God. I'm gonna crash out. I'm like. I'm saying that like. You're supporting it. You're supporting a bad thing
I think
by watching it.
I watched a silly video. I think that I generated a silly photo, and I think that, at least to me, that was the extent of it. I don't. I'm not constantly rating ChatGPT. It's just not something I'm doing.
I'm taking my pill so it's like the same reason that people don't listen to the music of like R. Kelly anymore. Like
What?
it's the same shit. Like you understand that that's a bad person, you shouldn't support them. That's like when
Sure,
somebody's
but
like
if somebody
that's why
really
you
has no, because to me it's like if there was a fucking banger that R. Kelly put out on your wedding day, and that was the song that you and your wife listened to, and then later it was found out that was bad. If you want to put it on every now and then, go ahead. I mean, I just don't like.
yeah, but
I
you
don't
see
see an issue
how
with
many
that.
like things you have to add to it to make it okay?
This is
Like,
what I've added. Like, again, this is something I had watched as a kid. It showed up in my feed. I clicked on it. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I would watch it twice more. This is the situation I'm in. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't really have anything else to say because I think it's
I
just gonna keep going back and forth.
I
There's no
know
point at this point.
I know it is.
Matt,
Hello.
your opinion?
My opinion is that I wish this stopped a while ago.
Why do you never have like I know you have an opinion about this further than what you said earlier. because you must. You like you weren't living under a rock. I'm not gonna like. I don't think Josh or I would be annoyed at you for whatever opinion that you have. The guy's fucking throwing up on his microphone. Like he doesn't care.
Let me do my thing, man.
And like with this whole fucking argument, I'm not like, Josh. I don't think you're like a bad person for like using like watching AI shit. I just think that it's a bad thing, and it like makes me upset to see you using it. I guess. I
I
think
think
that's what it is.
I had gotten defensive because it was. I felt like a large judgment was made about my character that I personally assumed to be incorrect. Uh, I'm not like a frequent ChatGPT visitor. I just don't. It's not something I do. But yeah, I mean, what can you do, man?
I don't know. It's like I don't like how to like put it in like imagine you like had a friend that like didn't recycle. Like, oh, that's weird. I don't think you're a bad person. Like, I'm not gonna like not be friends with you anymore. But it's like odd that you choose not to recycle. Like you
Sure.
see what I mean? Like it's just like I think that using AI is bad. I just think or like not AI as a whole, but like generative AI I think is bad. Um and so when I see you being like, look at the Kirkinator, I'd be like, ugh, that's like kind of gross. Like not you're not gross, but just like the fact that you used it is gross.
Mm.
It's like I don't like the idea of it. And I'm like I don't mean to get so pissed off. It's more just like talking to you. You're very good at talking, and I know people have told you that. Um, and I don't think that when you're arguing with something like arguing about something that it comes like I don't think you're not arrogant, but the way that you argue comes off arrogant. Does that make sense? Like I don't think you are arrogant as a person, but it's almost like you're just so good at words that like
I think that's by
it
intention.
almost how do you mean?
Like, I feel like I intend to do that.
Like tend to like word like what do you mean?
Like,
What do you mean?
there are many times where I take a stance I don't agree with, just because I know that I could feel, or I feel like I would take the challenge of arguing it. I think.
That's really fucking annoying.
I don't know. That's
Like that,
something.
I'm just gonna say that plainly. That's really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that anymore. I think,
I mean,
or at least if you're gonna argue, like debating for the sake of debate is not like I get that, but at least tell the other person so that they know
but
what
I
your
feel like if
actual
I tell
opinion
them,
is.
it loses the ability to argue it, because then it's like
No,
this person knows what they're doing.
well, no, I don't think that's true because you get us like you literally get assignments in school where you're like you need to find research and support this point even if you don't agree with it.
Yeah, and then everybody's like, "Fuck, I got the horrible person side."
Yeah, but at least they know like what I'm saying is like you can be like I like we could have an argument about AI and you could take the side of AI good and not necessarily wholly agree with that, but you could be like I don't wholly agree with this, but I'm gonna look for at least opposing
Yeah,
reasoning
I
to
mean,
yours.
I think I naturally play devil's advocate, I guess.
Yeah, and you know what, Josh? It's fucking annoying. It
Well,
pisses me
to be
off, and I hope you
fair,
know that.
I don't know if it's by intention. A lot of the time, I just happen to find myself there, and
I
I
swear
notice
to
it too
God, and
late.
I swear it's only with me.
This
I and like
actually, yeah, a lot. Well, because you're the only
I am
person who would argue a lot.
I know I'm the only person that is as fucking stubborn as you. That's the problem. I'm the only person that is as convicted in their opinions as you are.
I guess that
Like
might be it.
I like if honestly, if I if it was earlier in the day, this would have been a 6 hour argument. Like
I
I don't
I
see
thought so.
Like I don't see a point where I'm giving out on this discussion. Like, and I think I think that's true for you as well.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's why you do it to me because I'm the only person that's gonna keep fucking arguing with you.
I think so. I think that's
And there have been
correct.
times where you've convinced me, but sometimes when we argue, you don't even
Like
say
anything,
shit that convinces me. You just fucking argue. It
keep
like it
talk.
makes
Yeah.
me yes, like you just say shit. You just say shit until the other person is like red in the face and you're like mogging in the camera. Like this is what you do. Like I know that there were points during that discussion where you had a shit-eating grin on your fucking face because you like rage baiting me. Because you're a bastard man. That's what you are. You're a bastard man who likes getting under people's skin and putting on
Woo!
fake AI videos.
Uh, yeah, you're right. You're right a little bit.
And like I said, it's just like seeing a close friend of mine using something that I disagree with and think is wrong. It just makes me feel ugh. And like it doesn't like make me think that you're bad. It just makes me think like I don't like that you do that.
You'd like it to stop.
I just don't want yeah, I just like I don't think that you're a bad I've seen AI videos that are funny, but I still do my best to like abstain from them as much as I can because I just feel that it's wrong. And so when I see somebody that I care about not abstaining from it,
Well,
it just makes me feel gross. It just
I
makes
I
me feel
think
weird.
I think that you just don't have your eyes very closely on my daily routine. Like, I mean, if I see AI stuff, I generally don't click on it. This, I think, was the first thing in a long time. And the last thing I did AI related was generate the picture. Like, I'm not a frequent flyer. I don't know if it comes off like that. But,
I
yeah, I
guess it's
mean,
just you I guess I've never seen you make a stance where you're like we haven't talked about it this in depth before, I don't think. And so to me it seemed like you didn't care.
well, no, I mean, I hate. I've talked bad about it before. Where like like I'm on the negative of AI. I don't like AI popping up in all my applications. I don't like AI giving me the overview. I don't I don't like that shit. I think it's annoying. Not even for any reason that's like global. I just hate seeing it. That's enough for me. So I stay away from it. But when funny AI Snape video present itself, a little watch it gets another view. I think is all I can say.
I guess I'm just like to me it's so conflated that I can't even like stand to really watch that stuff. Like to a point. Like I said, like there are funny AI videos. And I think that like I don't know how to put it, but there's a line. Like using AI like regardless of the resources, regardless of artists whatever. Using AI to make a gorilla like sing a Kanye song or something or like sing like Boys to Men to me is funny. It's objectively
Is
funny.
this a real example?
No, just like
Okay.
I'm just making shit up. But just like that is objectively funny. There's nothing wrong with that video.
Because
But
somebody had a
it's
funny idea and they made it.
yeah. But it's like imagine how much funnier it would have been if somebody in a realistic gorilla costume did that or like someone animated that or drew that. Like there are ways of creating these things without using AI.
I agree.
And like I don't know, it just like it makes me feel ick. Like I have very few icks in my life besides like the objective like being racist, sexist, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah,
Like
you're
there are
right
very
there.
few things that are like uncommon that give me ick, but like over AI shit is like ugh, like blech. Like it's just I don't know. It like it triggers something like visceral in my body whenever when I see somebody using AI in that way. Um,
I could see it.
And it's like I don't know. I feel like a lot of the shit is slop too. It's just like that Snape video. I mean, I hope the guy wrote the song because if he wrote the song, that's a lot better. And like that, like there's nothing wrong with that video necessarily having like a close impact to you because of the significance of the character that he played, like in your childhood or something. Like him being important to you. You can make the argument like somebody would be like, oh well, J.K. Rowling's a bad person, so you can't like Harry Potter. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
dumb. That's dumb to me because I feel like that's a creative entity separate.
You
Um,
separate the art from the artist. That's what Matt said.
not always, not always,
Hang on a second there.
That's Matt's overarching
because
opinion.
like the thing like with Kanye, like if you listen to
Hey,
Kanye, if you no pause, if you
easy.
listen to Kanye, no, hold on,
Easy.
graduation and my dark twisted fantasy before he went insane. That's untouchable. That's the pantheon of music. Like you can't shoot down Kanye graduation, Kanye dark twisted fantasy. If you're bumping Donda, you're a loser.
I
Like
mean,
you're actually
no,
a
Donda
fucking
has some
loser.
bangers.
I don't give a damn. He was fucking crazy when he made those albums.
It sounds it. It sounds crazy.
No, if you're a Donda head, you're a Donda 2 head. If
No,
you're a Vultures
I
head,
think
get out of my life.
Vulture is good.
Vultures is not good. Do not
5:30
say
on
that to
Vultures
me.
is a fantastic song.
Either way, uh, it's like, but he was spewing horrible things.
Right. I don't think he's a good person, but he still made a very good product.
But yeah, he made a good product. But it's like if Hitler came out with Beats by Dre, doesn't mean you should wear Beats by Hitler. It's not.
Well,
No, don't well. There's no well here.
What do you mean, well?
well, I'm
Like,
thinking more of indulging in the creative like
yeah,
product
but
of
like
something.
you're supporting that bad person financially is the problem. Like if you like Kanye's music and you pirate it, whatever. You're not supporting him, you just like the music. But if you're like going out and buying his albums,
Yeah, I bought his $80 vinyl.
for which album?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
All right,
And
that's fine because that's Pantheon. That's the Pantheon.
Ghost Town. Or Yay.
That's also Pantheon. That's
Yeah.
also like that's untouchable. That's fine. Like you're like
So you're saying the art prior to them being outwardly a bad person is
yeah,
art that's fine.
like I said with Harry Potter, like you and Harry Potter being important to you because it was a part of your childhood is not bad. But if you're like a Potterhead, like Potterhead in the Big 26,
All right. Well,
that's a different story.
I'm
That's
thinking more of like J.K. Rowling's works in Harry Potter might be supported, but if she released another series after it, after everything came out about her, and you bought those books, that would be, that would be a little different of a situation. But somebody who buys Harry Potter now, I don't think they're supporting J.K. Rowling.
well, they are financial.
Well, I mean,
Like,
financially,
giving
sure
money.
they are, but I'm saying for like the different purpose. I get it was released at a time where that wasn't known
Yeah,
about her, and
like
it's a separate art.
somebody buying their kids the Harry Potter books because they enjoyed them growing up. That's fine. That's not a huge deal. Like you're sharing something with your children. I don't see that as a bad thing. But it's like that's the thing with media too. Is like people love H.P. Lovecraft's work. Don't look up what his cat was named. Like he was a horrible
He was
person.
a bad guy.
He was
I
a
did a
really
project
bad
on him.
person. Fucking what's his name? The
Hitler.
Oh my god. No, not Hitler. Oh my god, what's his fucking name?
Matt said he just looked up. He just messaged me and said he looked up H.P. Lovecraft's cat's name, and he said that he's thinking of getting into a few of his works. So I don't know how you feel
I don't
about
even
that.
know what the cat's name is.
Look it
What
up.
do we say?
It's N-word,
Look it up.
man.
Yeah.
It's N-word, man.
N-word, man.
N-word, hard R, man. I think it's one word.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Oh God.
A product of
That's
his time, one might say.
Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe married his 14-year-old cousin,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was weird then.
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
but he's still pantheon. He's still like untouchable in terms of his work. Like,
Well, then
some
it comes to like
sometimes
this argument, like if Edgar Allan Poe was still alive and he did that with his cousin and he released a new book that was, maybe say it was his best, say it was his worst, whatever. He released a new book. Would it be wrong to purchase that book because the previous works were so important to you or so good to you, even though he's not a good person outwardly anymore?
I think it falls on you to be the bigger person and understand that supporting a bad person after after the bad person actions have been committed, like that's on you to be able to walk away from it. It's not necessarily like, it's understandable why you would buy more of his work. It's understandable why you would listen to Donda, but like, you have to understand that you are supporting a bad person. Like, it's understandable why you would listen to more of Kanye's music. He is one of the best musicians that have ever lived, objectively. What he has done, what he had done for the hip hop industry and just for the music industry as a whole. Like, if he didn't exist, most of the modern rap community wouldn't exist right now.
That's
Like,
correct.
that's an objective truth. And you can understand that, respect that, but if you're buying his new music, you have to also understand that you're supporting a very bad person.
Sure,
Like
but
that, like I said,
what if
it's
you were
on
to
you
make
to be
the
able to
argument that
walk
if
away
he
from it.
were to die tomorrow, the music would still be there? Does then that make it okay to buy it after he's dead because you're no longer supporting him?
It depends on if the people in his estate are, good. Like, if his estate is like funding Israel, no, you probably shouldn't buy his music. But like, if his estate is funding charities or just doing nothing, if it's just existing, not necessarily. He's not seeing a direct positive, and you're not supporting a direct negative by buying a dead person's music.
We have a very complex take on this.
I be thinking and shit sometimes, dude.
I think
They
that
forget.
if I've ever thought this before, I chose to forget it just so I could buy what I wanted to buy.
And that's the thing. It's like, sometimes I get annoyed with like all the little rules that people are instilling now. Like, sometimes I want a fucking 20 piece from McDonald's. And I understand that they're probably a bad company. Because they had like locations in Israel or some shit, and they were like giving McDonald's the IDF.
Oh,
Wild activity from the McDonald's CEOs. They pulled all of their locations out of Israel since, and as far as I know, they don't do that anymore. But still, Home Depot. I work at Home Depot, and the people that own Home Depot are like, like a, a quarter of Trump's funding for his campaigns. Like that. Like, but I work for Home Depot because I fucking need to. Oh my god! But either way, Josh, you and I shared homophobic chicken in Chick-fil-A. Like,
and it was good.
and it was
What does
fucking
what does that
banger.
mean?
The people that own Chick-fil-A are like wildly homophobic and support um like anti-abortion funds and like support like the the Westboro Baptist Church and shit. Like, God hates
Huh.
fags type people. Like bad people.
Matt, did
Huh.
you
But
just throw
again,
a W
did
up?
you, that's crazy.
All
I
right.
just sent a
What do we
W
But
say?
in my chat. That's so weird.
But did we collectively demolish a plate like chicken nuggets and a chicken sandwich? Damn right we did, because we were hungry, and like that
Sure.
was what was there. But it's like, at the end of the day, you still need to understand that you're supporting something that is bad, and if somebody criticizes you for that, you have to understand that they are objectively making a good point. You supported a company, a person, an industry that is bad
Hmm.
by using it. It doesn't make you a bad person for the most part. Like if you're like John AI and you're like buying like open AI stock or something. Yeah, like you're actually a bad person. If you're watching AI content, it's definitely like kind of problematic just because of because of like I said, it like AI taking away artists' jobs and like taking away creative work from people is a bad thing. And like I said, while watching Snape AI music video doesn't make you a bad person. You still need to understand that like you are supporting something that is bad.
Sure.
Like like that's what I'm trying to get across. And like I think when I've brought it up before, you just don't you didn't it didn't seem to affect you or like click. And whether or not it did or not, I'm not sure.
I
But like
I think I understand it. Uh, I think as far my personal decisions are, like I think that I stay away from it very, pretty much like the plague most of the time. So
mhm.
if I were to make the decision of doing it, if I were to buy the singular Kanye album because I loved it so much, it's no difference to me, at least.
Mhm.
Matt,
Hello.
do you support buying art from a morally problematic artist yourself?
I
Well,
can't say I know any problematic artists, so
Kanye West.
all right. Well, I don't really listen to him very often.
Well, sure, but if would you throw on a song of his on Spotify?
Google, um show me John Old's problems.
Excuse me.
Show me John Old controversies, please.
Yeah. John Old
Google.
canceled.
John Old cancel question mark. Google.
Google, please.
Goo John Old.
Goo goo.
Have you not
Goo
seen that video of the grandma that's like yelling at her like Google a
goo.
home thing like Google? Goo
Nope.
goo. What's the weather? Goo goo. Oh, that video.
Goo goo.
But like, oh my god. Sorry, slipped out. Uh,
All right.
um, you go on TikTok and you see people being like, if you scroll away from this video, you're starving this little Palestinian boy. It's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because me watching your 30-second video and liking and reposting it isn't gonna stop the US backed genocide happening. Like that's just not what happens. Like I could get into this and like I you can stop me because I may go on forever. But like it makes me mad. It makes me mad when people are like, hey guys, it's our fault that the Israelis think that they have some kind of spiritual claim
Didn't do
on
shit.
land that has existed for billions of years. Um, no, it's the fault of the entire U.S. government and the fault of Israel and the fault of every major world power not intervening. That's their fault. We don't us three don't have a military force capable of stopping that. Like so when people are like on TikTok being like, guys, you need to repost my video and you're going to save the world. And if you don't repost my video, you're a bad person. It's like, no, I just understand that your 30-second video and my $5 is not going to save this little boy. It's just not going to happen. Like, but people, this is when I talk about like slacktivism. Like, you have people who day and night make videos about Palestine. And while that awareness is good, while talking about it is good, we shouldn't stop talking about Palestine. Like, but other than that, what are you doing? Are you protesting? Are you raising funds? Are you doing what Greta Thunberg did and hopping on a boat to Israel? Like,
What a
you
beast.
don't see people doing that because it's so much easier to like and repost a video and feel better about yourself than it is to go to your town hall or start an encampment on your college campus. Like, it is so much easier to do that. Like, it's just like people will post about what ICE is doing. And while posting about it is good, are you in the streets stopping them from taking people? No. Are
Mm.
you blockading their vehicles? No. You want to know what happened to the person that did? She got shot in the face. And she got martyred because she didn't want to see people get taken. That's a real fucking hero. Alex Pretty is a real fucking hero. Like, those are people that actually are willing to give up themselves to cause a change. And I think that's like why shit has gotten so bad because nobody's willing to do it. And I'm sitting here talking about it on my big ass, not doing anything. I'm just as much as like a hypocrite about this as the people I'm mad at. And I have 100 reasons why I'm not doing anything right now. And I'm sure all these people do too. But it's like the civil rights movement happened because people were beat to death in the street. Like, the women's rights movement happened because they were booed and harassed and like hurt. Like, South Africa is a democracy because thousands of people got lynched because thousands of people didn't stop when things got painful. And the only reason we see any change right now is when people are willing to like give up something. But when you sit on your phone all day and all you do is repost videos and send thoughts and prayers, you're complicit. You are complicit because you aren't doing anything to like you're not doing anything. You're just objectively not doing anything. But you feel better about yourself because you have the BLM photo as your profile picture.
Mm.
Like, and when you get into AI and shit, like, and the point you're making about other industries being just as bad, you're right. Nobody's talking about Exxon right now, or Mobile, or any of these horrible companies that are literally, I would say, 60-40 responsible, 60 being them, for killing the planet. Like, yeah, sure, we drive the cars that run on their fuel, but they make the fucking fuel.
That's true.
Like, and our government is limp dick to do anything about it because they're lining their fucking pockets. It's the same thing with Israel. Like, the Democratic Party is doing nothing because Israel is lining their fucking pockets, and so are the Republicans too. Like, like, it's a fucking scam. The whole thing's a scam. Like, they're people that are actually leftists are radical. You have Bernie Sanders being considered the far left. That man is a damn centrist at best. I fucking hate Bernie Sanders. That man pisses me off. Same thing with AOC. I like these people are so called the face of the radical left. Uh uh. Mamdani is considered a communist, and the guy is barely a socialist. Like, people are coming after him for paying people well to clear out snow. And you want to know what? New York City was clear of snow within a day because people need money. Like, the U.S. was like at post like post World War One and post World War Two. The the U.S. was doing well because it was putting money back into the people. It was supporting people like that. Like, it was working because there wasn't a 1%. And if the 1% existed, they were being taxed to high fucking heaven because they had the money to be taxed. Like, industries would get taxed 90% of their income. So instead of just letting all the money go to the government, they would put that income back into their employees, which created jobs, which created infrastructure, which created pensions and 401ks and, well, maybe not 401ks, but like, you know what I mean? Like that.
Systems that worked.
Yeah, like, and now you have the same people who grew up in the golden age of capitalism, and now that we're sitting on the precipice of a new world order at this point, like we're at war with Iran for some fucking reason. Um, and Iran's like, hey, we're gonna start making long range missiles and we're gonna bomb the shit out of you. And we're powerless to do anything about it because some dementiated old man decided it was a good idea. Like, but, and that's the thing, we're just like, we're too small to do anything about that stuff. But there are people pretending that posting a video about it on TikTok is going to stop
Anything.
anything at all. Like, as much as the January 6th insurrection was a bad thing, at least they had the fucking balls to do it.
Give them something, and it's the
At
courage.
least they had the fucking balls to do it.
It's crazy that
'Cause
that's
at
what
the-
it took, to be honest. Like, that was their line, and somehow
wait, hold on
nothing
for a
else has
second.
crossed that line since.
Yeah, like, the reason they did it was bad. Don't get me wrong, but like, at least they had the balls to do it, and nobody. I'm standing now. This is how fucking up about this shit I am. Like, nobody that like has Free Palestine in their bio on Instagram, mind you,
They're
owned
not
by
storming
Meta.
shit.
They're not storming shit. Like, the fact that we're posting videos on TikTok, TikTok is owned by a Chinese company. China is a bad country.
China is a bad country.
We're a bad country. You use, like, people that use Instagram, that's owned by Meta. Meta is a horrible company.
One of the
Like,
worst.
one of the worst. People that drive Teslas, you're bitches. Every fucking car
you little
company has
pussy.
electric cars now, dude. Get out of your stupid little Tesla. This isn't fucking 2015 anymore. Like, I don't give a shit if you bought it before he was crazy. He was always a bitch. He was always a bitch.
Yeah, he was definitely a little bitch.
Like, he was a nepo baby bitch man who stole everything that he has. Like, the president of our country is a racist, pedophilic, horrible businessman that abuses women and a felon. What are we doing?
Throw that in there.
What are we doing?
And a fucking felon.
The
Ellen.
person that ran against him was one of the most qualified presidential candidates we have ever had in U.S. history. She was in basically every position in government, besides, like, you know, the cabinet. Like, she was a senator. She was a governor. I don't know if she was a governor, but she worked in the state. She worked federally. She worked in the criminal justice system. I think she was a attorney general at one point, or like a district attorney or something. Like, one of the most qualified people ever, and people didn't vote for her because she was a woman in the Big 24.
Matt, why did you
Like,
just
what
say
are
a
we
W in my
doing?
chat?
What's that, Josh? Donald Trump isn't a felon. He's a fella.
What?
What? What does that mean?
Whoa.
No.
Okay. Whatever you say, buddy.
Matt, why should bio DT a hero? What does that mean? I don't know, dude. I don't think that. I think it's more rigged than that too. Like, I think that every candidate is probably rigged. I think that
Oh, yeah.
even the political disagreements are staged. Like, I think it goes ridiculously deep to a level that everything's being set up in front of us is a lie. Like, I genuinely believe that. It's all being puppeteered, and it's probably so easy to do it, because even if we found out, even if, like, just some undeniable evidence surfaced, we wouldn't care. We would see it, it would be a big thing for like 2 weeks, and we would move on. Nobody
what's
would do
crazy?
anything.
You know what's crazy? That's happening with the release of the Epstein files.
Yeah,
Every rich person
nobody
ever
cares.
is wrapped up in that, and nobody fucking
This is
cares.
what I was like. It's so it's almost like they've conditioned it to be so that a big event happens so often that there's no longer big events. And so
That's a real thing. That's a real thing. I forget what the terminology is called, but it's like shock exhaustion or something like that. It's like
yeah, like
you're exposed to so many horrible things at once that you
it
don't know what
means
to do. It's like
nothing to us anymore. Like we can't react to it anymore. It's crazy. Like I remember just a couple weeks ago, my grandma was watching the news and she was like distraught, almost to tears, seeing just seeing like a normal news story about a woman who like killed her kid. And I'm like this is as bare bones as it gets, and she's twisted up about that because she only watches the news every now and then. But I've seen so much shit. You could tell me everybody in the government, and they probably are a pedophile. I couldn't do anything about it, and I genuinely would. Like I probably wouldn't. There's nothing I can do. I would just sit here, know that information, and move on. Like that would be it.
you're telling me that the whole world's a pedophile, and I'm getting on Counter Strike. Like,
And
what are we
yeah, like
doing?
I'm just trying to hit face at level 6 to feel some form of accomplishment in the life that you deprived me of. I hope you're happy. I'm not.
And that's the
Fuck,
thing
man.
too. It's like that. Like, oh god, we're getting so fucking woke. We can get into like um capitalism being a distraction. We can get into these systems are broken inherently to keep us down. Like
Yeah.
nobody has the time to go out and protest because we all have to work to make a living.
Can't even drive there because you don't have the damn gas money.
Yeah, like I have a hard time caring about the world right now because I'm trying to get my fucking bachelor's degree and I'm trying to go to work every day and fix my car. Like,
Eat.
you know what's fucked up? You know what's fucked up? My fucking MacBook broke today. By the
No.
way, the fucking fan broke. That piece of
Wow.
shit.
Really?
Yeah. My mom before I could even like think about calling Apple support materialized a brand new MacBook for me from Rent-A-Center.
Jesus.
So I guess I'm balling, but either way, she like it was broken and I was like I tried to call my sister because she knows more about like how to use Amazon stuff than I do. And I was like, "Can I call Amazon and have them fix it because I bought it from them?" I only bought it in October, so I'm like, "There's probably some kind of warranty." Call my mom. She's like, "Uh-oh, I'll see what I can do." Text me a picture of a MacBook Pro, or sorry, MacBook Air M4 chip. Like this laptop came out last year. She's like, "I'm getting this for you
Oh
from
shit, wasn't
Rent-A-Center."
even a question.
And I'm like, "Are you sure? Like, do you have the money to do that? Like, we already pay for a lot." She's like, "I don't care." She's like, "We'll figure it out when we get there." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Call Apple support." And they're like, they have me like schedule an appointment at the Apple store on Derby Street. And then my mom's like, "You're getting the laptop either tomorrow or Wednesday." And I'm like, "Should I even bother?" She's like, "It's up to you if you want to even get the other one fixed." And I'm like, "Should I bother?" And she goes, "No." And I was like, "Okay."
Gee,
um,
damn, man.
I know I'm moving up in the world. I was watching a video about it. This guy was playing Baldur's Gate 3 on a
What?
MacBook.
Mm.
This guy was playing Cyberpunk on a MacBook.
A
Native.
MacBook?
This isn't stream. This isn't GeForce Now, bro. This is native.
That's I didn't know MacBook could run things.
MacBooks are crazy, bro. Like,
The only thing I could ever run on my MacBook was counter blocks.
dude, I could probably play CS2.
That okay, you're getting bold. Let's ease up.
No, let's see it. Hold on, CS2 on a MacBook.
Easy.
Easy.
MacBook Air. Here we go. Hold up. You see what I mean? Now we've been distracted. We're moving on. We're talking about Counter-Strike on Mac. Anyway.
Hell yeah. How do I pop this out?
What up, y'all? Today I'm going to be showing you how to play CS2 on a Mac.
Is this it?
Go ahead and click the link in the description. It'll bring you to this page.
I'm just gonna look up MacBook Air M4. I'll show you the video that I watched earlier.
So you click this
I don't care about all this shit.
Baldur's Gate 3, that's a flippin' video game. That's right, the M4 chip and 16 gigs of RAM actually makes this laptop capable of gaming. Are you really buying a MacBook to game though? Absolutely not. Can you really game on here? Maybe. Of course, crossover exists, but damn, native games are really becoming a thing now. It's not going to beat a PC or console, but if you're okay with 45 to 60 FPS, you're definitely in for a treat. Luckily, Steam does let you install games to an external SSD if you do want to play games while you're with your kids and pretending like you're not ignoring them. That's the beauty of a portable beast-ass laptop. Yay, versatility and present millennial parenting. Once daddy duty...
Dude. Like,
You're not running CS2 on that.
I
don't
don't
believe
MacBook
it.
Air gaming performance, gaming test. 10 games tested. This is the
So
MacBook.
today we're going to be testing out gaming on the
I don't give a
13-inch
shit about
MacBook
this.
Air.
Sniper Elite 4.
So the first game on the list is Sniper Elite 4. So this is a recent released macOS port, which is basically perfect for the MacBook Air. Just make sure that you grab a decent mouse controller and you're on your way. So this is basically a World War II third and first person sniping game. And what's great is that this runs fantastically on the
57
M4 MacBook
FPS
Air.
on Ultra.
Here we're able to hit 1080p at ultra graphic settings
He
and
missed.
pretty much hitting 50 to 60
kinda
plus
dead.
FPS. Recent macOS port that's also compatible on
Is this
iPhone
Resident
and
Evil?
iPad as well in a single
This is
purchase,
the remake,
and
yeah.
also has a demo, so you can try out this first section of the game
60
without paying any
FPS.
money and seeing whether the game is right for you. Here,
Death
next we are
Stranding.
looking at Death Stranding for
You're
the
not
Mac.
running
So another
Counter-Strike.
really insanely well optimized
I don't know
game
why I
for
don't. I
Apple's
mean,
silicon
if it
hardware.
can run
If you
like
want to
Resident
find
Evil
out how
4,
to
it can run
change the aspect
Counter-Strike.
ratio
I
to
don't think
60
Counter-Strike
by
on
10 to
Mac
advantage
so
of a beautiful
intensive.
MacBook Air screen, then follow the link in the description. However, I'm doing
Is it even
testing at
supported?
16 by 9 aspect
I don't think that
ratio
it
at
is.
1080p. So I've got the graphics settings
'Cause
set
it's-
to
I don't
1080p.
think it's
Ever
supported
popular
on
Sims 4. So I'm
I
sure
don't
this
give a fuck
game
about Sims
has had
4.
a Mac
I don't
port
care about League either.
run on the native version of Java for quite some time. And the real trick is to install Minecraft using something called a Prism launcher, which makes it really easy to load up things like Sodium, Iris, and other mods.
Calm
What
down.
a yawn.
So next we are looking at Sonic Unleashed. So if you didn't already, there's RPCS3, the PlayStation 3 emulator.
Oh God, skate.
Alright. Fucking snore fast, dude.
So today we are going to be testing.
Oh my god.
Same guy.
Say
So
fucking
today,
Since my last video about gaming
Since
on
my
the
last
platform
video,
MacBook Air
I'm
got
going
pretty
to
popular.
Arby's.
The first one and probably my favorite one when it comes to Mac gaming is Assassin's Creed port, just a and
Fucking
navigating
play the game,
through
dog.
all the chaos of that era. What I really love about this game is the combat. It feels so cool with all
I don't need a fucking game
and
review. Just
strikes,
tell me how it's
different
running.
combat out there. And it finally got a native release on Apple Silicon Mac this past July after a long wait. It
This is
an
30
action,
FPS, but,
role-playing,
like,
and open world game that
Cyberpunk, dude.
I mean, it's definitely better than a MacBook. Like, MacBook generally just is bad at running games.
I can play CS2 on this thing.
I don't believe it. Oh, shit.
MacBook M4 CS2 crossover test plus 100 FPS. 126 FPS.
Yeah, but... Is this something that you can play?
Well, I think you have to you probably have to do something to get it to run because I don't think it's
Special
supported.
launcher.
But the hardware can run it though. Is what I'm saying.
If it happens, I'll eat my words.
I think you could play it.
If you could help me get it set up, I will play a whole goddamn game of CS on the MacBook.
CS:GO on an M1.
Meow. Meow.
Meow, meow.
Meow.
Damn.
I let her down.
I don't know what metal FX is. I assume it's some kind of like scaling thing.
V-Sync off.
P-Sync.
Damn, it's 12!
Yep.
Yep.
I'm pissed.
Been
Been here for a while.
Arguing for too damn long. We've been played a game, bro. We've just been yapping.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm just pissed because I have to sleep. I'm pissed because I have
Sleep.
work. Oh, work.
Classes. If classes.
Holy, holy. Matt, who was the first ever character in media that gave you a sexual awakening?
My God.
What
In
the
this
hell?
video, I will show you 3 simple solutions how to install and play CS2 on Mac.
Any
and
thoughts?
without
On Mac.
Um,
How to play CS2 on Mac.
Huh.
Probably.
hmm.
Do you not
How to make
remember?
pee-pee.
Huh?
Do you not remember? Or are you hesitating to say out of fear of judgment because it was probably My Little Pony?
All right. What are we saying, bro?
My little
All right. Coming from the guy who's been talking about fucking animals recently, I don't want to hear it from
Whoa,
you.
hold on.
Thank you.
We are throwing that
Whoa.
way out of proportion. No.
Damn.
No, I talked about
What's
Lop
Lop Honey,
Honey.
bro? What is Lop Honey? What is Lop Honey?
Lop Honey is a bad bitch.
It's a bunny.
My man.
All right.
Anyway, come on, dude.
Moving on from that.
Mammy.
My man.
Jesus.
Well, do you
Man, I think you're
remember?
just hating.
I'm trying to think, man.
It's like instant for me.
You're
do
a
you
horny
know, Emily?
bastard. That's what. Think. First one.
Yeah, like the first experience you can remember where you were like, oh, this person's like attractive. Like I'm attracted to this person. It didn't even
Like
have
a-
to be in a
like a-
sexual way, I guess.
Like a person or like a video game character?
Anything.
What are you talking about?
Just the first
Anything.
example of it that you can remember.
Human man. Human person. I remember having a crush on a boy when I was like 10.
Oh, so is that how you realized? You didn't realize from like a show?
No, I like I don't know. I was never really like I don't know how to put it. Like sexuality stuff was never really like that prevalent for me for a lot of my life.
Huh.
Like I had crushes and stuff, but like TV, I don't know. Honestly, I was so insecure about my feelings about that stuff. Like I remember like being like attracted to like people on magazine covers and like men on magazine covers. And they'd be like, "No, I'm not gay. I can't think that.
No, that's gross.
That's gross." I think of like first like show or anything. I don't know. I watched a lot of like cartoons growing up, so it was like, and they weren't even like, Kim Possible. Like they weren't like humanoid characters. They were like
Gleep
creatures, like SpongeBob and like in the Flintstones, and
Mr. Krabs
like,
was my sexual awakening.
All right.
I watched like Scooby Doo, Tom and
you alone
Jerry.
in
See,
that
like,
one, bro.
see, like Scooby Doo. This isn't like what mine was, but when I was watching Scooby Doo, I recognized it was like Velma. Like I was like, wow, Velma's very pretty, and it's like it could have been
Which one do you mean the '60s Scooby Doo? Do you mean
the animated like the original series? I think.
like the OG one, like from the '70s?
Where she had a bowl cut. I think she always has a bowl cut, but
Yeah.
I was like, wow, she's pretty. And like it doesn't have to be sexual because obviously when you're not old enough to know what that is yet, you don't know. But
It just never occurred to me, I guess.
huh. I think you're the first
you know
person
what?
I know that hasn't
You know
had
what? I did find her really. Speaking of Velma, she was fucking bad in the live action.
She
movies.
was bad as hell. Oh my god, in the live action is crazy. That is absolutely true.
That actually might be my first memory.
Hell yeah.
I think that might be it.
That's
I remember.
that's a
I remember being really
fantastic
scared
first.
of that movie, but I also remember being like, "Damn,
Like, damn.
Damn.
Velma, you can put me in your mystery machine.
Yeah. Like that might be one of them. It was never like cartoons growing up. It was always like it was always real people.
Huh.
Um,
I always found like actual women gross until I was like 13.
13?
Yeah. Like not gross. I think my technical first kiss was in second grade, but like I didn't have any like actual sexual feelings towards a girl ever until I was 13, I think, which I guess is a little bit weird.
I don't know if I like towards an actual person. I don't think.
Yeah, but my animated waifus, they carried me through.
Mm,
Matt, did you come up with your answer yet?
I actually like can't. Like I can think of characters I'm attracted to now and like people I'm attracted to, but like
Well, like the best you could do is
I don't know.
think about the earliest series you watched, and then think about whether or not you found them attractive when you were watching it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Lola Bunny.
Lola Bunny is a bad bitch.
God.
Oh my!
Here we go again,
Yo,
bro.
low key, the rabbit women are something different.
Here we go again, bro.
I mean, damn. If they want a carrot, Matt, finish it.
What do you mean? What do you mean finish it? I'm not saying shit.
I've got a garden. That was the closer. Yeah, Lola Bunny, man. What about wasn't there like a what was her name? Was it Daffy Duck? What was the
No, Daffy Duck's the guy.
what was the girl's name? It's like, is it Daisy Duck? It's something like that.
It is Daisy. It's Daisy.
I remember that.
You weren't no. Daisy's like that's just a duck, man. Like she's
No,
just a duck.
it was perhaps
You
the
get
eyes.
away with this.
I don't know. Maybe it was the voice. I don't remember her that well. She wasn't the first, but she was one of them.
You can't
That
get away
sounds
with this.
That sounds horrifying. What do you mean I can't keep getting away with this?
Like, what did I watch?
All these damn edibles.
Yeah.
Remember?
Matter of fact, while My Little Pony's on the topic, Rainbow Dash was a baddie.
Whoa.
Just throw that out there.
Rainbow Dash.
Yeah. I remember thinking Rainbow Dash was better than the rest of them. I think it was just because she was the only one who had the cool colors.
I can only really think of like girl examples. Like I didn't feel like being on estrogen is what made me like really like men. Like it wasn't like I liked men before, but it wasn't as
Prevalent.
intense. Yeah.
So you
Now I'm
think
like
before you were on estrogen, you would have had an easier answer?
Yeah, like well, like I was like I said, I was attracted to men before I was on estrogen. It just like wasn't as significant, I guess.
Huh.
Now I'm a damn animal. Now I'm a damn dog. I mean, like I'm feral. It's bad.
Spit dripping out of your mouth, man.
You're not even wrong, dude. I'm ready to pounce.
And now you forgot all women.
I didn't forget all women. It's more just like now they're both as significant.
So it wasn't 50-50 before.
No, it was more like it's like 70, maybe like 60-40, more like 70-30, I guess. Women. Now it's more like I think honestly I'm more leaning towards men just because I'm obviously dating a man.
That could do it.
But like I still like women. If anything, being a woman has made me like women more. Like it's changed how I'm attracted to women.
That's interesting. I would have imagined it had the opposite effect.
No, because it's like now I'm attracted to women in the way that like sapphic love is very like wholesome and very like healing for a lot of people, including myself. Like, especially with other trans women, it's like
Sapphic love?
it's nice. Yeah, it's like love between women. There's a
Oh.
term for men too, but I can't remember.
Maffic.
It's not maffic.
That's a shame.
I don't know. I'm not sure there is a term because I'm pretty sure sapphic comes from like some kind of Greek origin. I forget exactly what it is, but like especially with other trans women, other trans people in general, like being with other trans people, it's more comforting. But other trans women, it's like there's a kinship. There's like you feel connected to that person because of the experiences that you share. Um, and like I don't know, in general, just like how my brain's function is just like very different since like coming out and being on estrogen and shit. Like how
Did
like
you
my
notice the
personality,
differences when they were happening?
like physical changes or
Like
personality
mental,
changes.
like was there ever a point where you thought something and you're like, I wouldn't have thought that before? Like
When I
instantly, like caught
started
yourself.
when I started estrogen, I noticed that I was significantly less angry, just as a
Damn,
whole.
really?
Like my patience increased, and honestly, like the longer I'm on, like my emotions have gotten so much more like complicated. Um,
All right, pass it, bro.
dude, I like I love force femming my friends. Like this is what I want. This is what I need in my life. This is why I've been trying to slowly indoctrinate Matt because he's the weakest one right now.
What the hell?
Matt, you're the
you're on the
weak link,
line, dude.
man.
You're fence sitting on
Oh,
being a
weak.
woman right now. I'm trying to get you over.
Fencing?
That's I don't know. That's
What
pretty
the hell?
crazy that it actually has that effect.
Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed a change in me at all, like having known me before and after.
I feel like I've never like like you don't hold a physical form or like a gender or anything in my mind. You're just like a personality. You're kind of like a voice in my head.
Mm.
That's I think how I treat both of you. like
It
Yeah,
is like weird.
you're just a voice in my head.
it's not even because
It
we
is like
play
weird.
games. It's like if you were to tell me you were something, I'll just be like, yeah, sure, because like it doesn't impact my view of you at all. You're still like that core personality in my mind.
Mm. It's honestly why it was like odd like being around you guys in person because it was like I don't know. There's a whole thing like I talk about this with my therapist a lot, but it's like feeling like a woman around other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm on a call with you guys, I don't like feel like anything necessarily. Like I said, yeah, it's just like voices in my head. Like I just you guys are little circles on my screen. Like there's nothing there. But like when we hung out, I was like, man, I'm the chick here. It's weird. Like I felt like you like there was boy and girl, and I felt like
On the girl side.
separated. Yeah, like not separated not in like a bad way. Separated in like a the dynamic is a little different when we're in person. It felt like I don't know. Maybe I'm just like
Mm-hmm.
it's just weird because it's like I feel like I've changed a lot. I feel like physically I've changed a lot, like mentally I've changed a lot, and there's a lot of like realizing that most of my life I was kind of not myself, like kind of living as the person that was easiest to be, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Um, so if any of this gets like too heavy, just let me know. I don't want to like therapy sesh.
I'm fine with
But I just
anything, dude.
yapping. Um, but like it's weird because people like look back on their lives and shit, and I'm like, it feels like I was born like a year ago or like 2 years ago. Like it feels like I've only existed for a very small amount of time because
The stuff
this is the
before
first
was
time
just
in my
like
life.
path of least resistance.
Yeah, it was like I don't feel like I like who I was in high school wasn't me. Like
Mm-hmm.
at least the me that like was interacting with other people. Um like now it's like I don't know, it's weird. Like I said, especially like being around you guys. Like I've known you both for so long at this point. Um, and I don't know. It's just odd. Like I said, hanging out with him in person, it was just odd. It's like I feel, especially because like Matt and you, Josh, are like both like you're not like hyper masculine, but you're both dude guys. Like you're just guys,
Yeah, we're just a
and
couple.
it's
We're
like
just a couple of guys.
a couple of guys, and it's like weird being the girl because it doesn't feel like that over Discord, especially when Chloe was here too. It was like, oh, she's the girl and I'm the something, and then those are the
Mhm.
guys. Like that's what it felt like. But like when we were in person, I was like, oh, I feel good. Like I feel girl around dude guy. It's hard to explain.
I mean, I get it. You were the woman separated by man, and there was a very clear line between what we were. Not in a bad way, but
Mhm.
just in a identity way.
Yeah, like it occurred to me like when I was driving, I was like, one, it occurred to me that it was Valentine's Day, and I was like, huh. And then it occurred to me that you look so dude guy, and I look so girl, that I was like, someone might think we're on a date, and that never
That
like
also
I
didn't
was like
register with me until you said it.
just now.
No, like we were like in IHOP. We were waiting for a like it just didn't. I just didn't think about it.
Yeah, and it was weird because it's like that dynamic never existed before.
Right.
Um, and like same thing. Like once we were all together, like hanging out at work, all three of us. Like it was like I don't know. It felt like there was a division, and it was weird that it existed because it doesn't feel like it exists on Discord, and that's where we interact with the most. Um, but I don't know. Overall, being trans is just weird. Being trans is like it's too much,
So
dude.
then, like you gave it a review. It's like all
It's
right.
fucking weird. It's like, do you want to spend most of your life very confused and like kind of like it feels like you're like living in somebody else's body, and then you finally figure out what body you're supposed to be in, and now you have to spend the next like 3 to 5 to 10 to however many years to figure out what the fuck you actually are.
You have to hatch.
Like you have to hatch because you're an egg. I don't know if you knew about egg. Do you know about egg?
Does
When someone's an egg?
does that mean something?
Yeah,
Oh,
when
yeah, I don't
someone's
know
an
what that
egg, it means
means.
that they're like it means like they're trans but they haven't realized it yet.
This is that
Um
Tumblr. This is that Tumblr vocabulary, isn't it? This Tumblr I
egg,
keep hearing about.
honestly, egg is kind of come I'm not sure if egg started on Tumblr or not, but egg is not just a Tumblr term. Egg is like a trans community term as a whole.
I thought
Um
they were all on Tumblr. Bang! Sorry, continue.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Um but like yeah, an egg is someone that doesn't know they're trans yet, but it's like kind of
Oh,
obvious that they are. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like often egg is a term used by trans people on people that they think are going to be end up being trans.
Matt, you're an
Uh,
egg.
Not an egg.
there's there's some egg like qualities to you,
There's
Matt.
telltale signs.
Well, no, I like to be honest with you, Matt. Like it's crossed my mind a few times. I'm like maybe it's possible, but I don't know what you're dealing with.
What
So
about
like I'm
me?
not gonna. No,
Hmm.
you're literally the most white bread man I've ever met in my life.
Okay, my bad.
Like I love you,
Damn.
but you are I fear you might be like default settings person.
I mean, God forbid a
I
white
mean that,
boy get a little bit of motion.
but like you're the cis straight white guy in like kind of the best way. That makes sense.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Like you're like the everyman. You're like John Guy.
You're telling me that I represent the people? Are you kidding me?
Don White
you're
guy.
kind of the people. Yeah, you're kind of the people.
I guess I'm just the people, guys. That's the role I serve.
Like, it's sort of like you're just like, how do I put this?
Smells yummy.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
No?
Smells yummy.
I couldn't control that reaction.
What are you doing over there, buddy?
I sniffed my drink.
It's like in the way that like you're like a strong house. Like you're like a well-built house. Like there's nothing particularly like you're not like a castle or like
You're
a
built like a house.
spaceship. But you're just a house and you can trust that you're a house and that you're reliable.
I'm just a normal
that
ass
makes sense.
dude.
You're just a normal ass dude. You're just a normal ass dude with the attention deficit disorder.
Oh,
Like-
do you mean by disorder?
What?
Like what do you what is defining me as this house? Is it the clarity in my identity? Or is it
I guess it's sort of like
because
I
I'm
guess
just such a generic?
I wouldn't call you generic necessarily. It's more like I guess like my identity in figuring out my identity played such a large role in my life.
You'd be a spaceship.
I would be a spaceship. And it's like for you, you probably never really questioned your sexuality or never really questioned your gender. Like that just wasn't things that you dealt with. And I mean, I can't say that's I don't know if you actually have or not, but I assume that you haven't.
Yeah, you're correct.
And so it's like it's like interesting, and I mean that kind of comes to like queer people getting to know each other in the way that's like we have a shared set of experiences. We have a shared set of experiences in the way that like veterans do or doctors do. Like it's like these are a specific set of events that we've both dealt with. And so like you align with that with you and I align with that in terms of ADHD. We both deal with ADHD, and so we can have a conversation about that and be basically on a level playing field. But if I were to try to explain to you or have a conversation with you about gender, you wouldn't really have the basis to like
I'd be lost.
add much to it. Yeah, like you haven't had those experiences.
Just a house.
You're just a house. You're just a house. Like I don't know. Like
Matt, you're
and
a
that's
fucking planet.
There you
Woo!
Matt, you're a house, but you're a house with like a fun color on the outside.
Matt has a basement and nobody's quite sure what's in it.
Matt has a cellar.
Yes, he's got a cellar.
Well, Matt, I don't really know what goes on in your little mind, so I can't like speak about that. I can't determine if you're a house or not. You are a fun color. You are like a cool teal or beige or pink or something.
Hold on now.
You're interesting.
I'd like a little bit of splash.
I feel like if you were a house, Josh, you would have like you would be like late 2000s, early 2010s middle class, like nice house.
What? Like the vinyl siding?
Yeah, like brown carpets and old tile kitchen. There's like a Dodge truck in the driveway.
You know what?
It's like one of those
That's
big
the house
old
I
flat
grew up in. You're
screens.
describing it quite perfectly, actually.
Yeah, like one of those big old flat screens. You got one of those big old leather couches. There's a dog. Like
you know what? I'll take it.
You're apple pie. You're good. You're traditional and good.
I'm apple pie.
You're fucking apple pie.
I'm like exquisite.
I'm a casserole of some kind. I'm not sure which. And then Matt, I think, like I said, I don't know what goes on in your noodle.
Yeah, I guess we can't identify Matt because Matt hasn't identified himself.
That's woke. That's really woke.
Matt, thoughts on that?
Matt, are you woke?
Am I woke?
What kind of noodle are you, Matt? Matt, if you were a noodle, what noodle?
If I were a noodle.
I'd like to answer for him after his answer.
The fuck's that supposed to mean?
I have one.
He has a noodle in mind.
Oh god. Hmm.
Answer quick, bro. I don't know how long I can hold it in.
Cavatappi.
What the fuck is
Cavatappi.
cavatappi?
I know what cavatappi is.
Wait, what?
That's a good pasta. I was gonna say your mini shells.
I was gonna say he's elbow macaroni.
Oh.
That too. I could see that.
Matt
Josh,
is...
I think you're rigatoni.
Now I have to look it up because I keep forgetting the names of the pastas.
And I think I'm.
What the you calling me big?
No, you're tubed. You're tubular.
What does that mean?
You're tube.
You're tubular.
You're not big, you're tubed.
You got a little bit of a tube going.
When I was a kid, I told my sister that she was the president of the Oval People of America.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Anyway, I think if I was a pasta, I think I would be either the little star pastas, I forget what they're called. I'd be that, or I would be ravioli.
You'd be rotelli.
Telly. So rotelli, is that the bow tie? Or is that fafelli? Can't remember.
No, rotelli I think is just a circle.
I mean, just a circle.
Oh no, it's the spiral one. Wait, what is this one? Oh yeah, I was thinking the right one. Yeah, no, you're just a circle. You're like the pinwheels.
Oh yeah. I can see that. Either way. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. What were we talking about before we got to talk about pasta? I'm just
identity.
Hungry, dog. Identity, like, I don't know. I mean, like, Josh, you told me about like you questioning identity, but not in the like, sexuality, gender way, but more of the like, who am I?
Yeah.
Like personality, who am I?
I think that's the only type of struggle I've had with it.
And honestly, I can relate to that because it's like after I started transitioning, that question, I had a huge identity crisis because for the first time in my life, I was like, oh, I'm myself, but what the fuck am like? What is myself? What is that? I've spent my whole life mirroring other people. Like what am I? Who am I? What do I like? How do I act? Like even when I'm hanging out with you guys, like my personality mirrors the two of you. Like I'm still learning like my actual personality even this far into my transition. I'm not that far in, to be honest, relatively. But like I'm still learning I'm like unlearning mirroring other people. And like it used to be a lot worse. I used to like I could like and I got to a point where I was almost aware of it. I was like I can tell that I'm not acting like myself. I'm just acting how everyone else is acting in the room with me.
This sounds miserable, I'm not gonna lie.
It is fucking miserable. Because then when you're alone, you don't know what you are.
You don't have
like,
anything
you don't
to mirror.
Yeah, it's like you don't know. And like I said, that I like when I started transitioning, it was like I'm finally me. But I never really had that before. So when I was finally me, I was like, well, what is me? Who is me? And I've slowly figured out who I am, but that leads to a lot of detachment from like most of my life because it's like I don't know, it's weird.
You're no longer that.
Yeah. And it's also weird to think that like most people that I knew growing up probably wouldn't recognize me or at least still like me or still want to be friends with me. Like and that's honestly why like our friendship, the three of us, is so important to me. You guys are besides like a few other friends who are queer, so I'm not like worried about that. Like them and like my family, like you guys are the only people that have really stuck by me after. Like you're the only two people that have known me.
We're the day ones.
You're the day ones. Like you're the only two that have known me well enough before and well enough after. And like I don't know. That's why it's so important to me. It's like it's weird
I think I'd
because I feel like
agree. When I get rich and
I,
famous, I'll know who I can
Say it.
trust.
Huh.
dude,
More pleasant outcome.
but
I'm
it's like I
dropping
don't know.
all
It's
my
just
names.
All right.
like,
All right.
but it's just it's odd that we've known each other for this long now. Like,
I agree. I
I mean,
think it's unconditional. It just shows like one of the big things that I wanted was if I were to ever get any sort of like famous, and I had made this decision or like this observation before. It's like anybody that I have before I'm famous, if I were to get famous, or rich, if I were to get rich, anybody that I have to keep because they were there with me when I didn't have that thing. So I'll know they're not there for it. And that was like a big reason that like Chloe, for instance, like she was important because of that. Like that was another reason that it paid into it and why I valued the relationship so much. It's because she was with me when I had nothing. Like I was a little man. Like I was a baby boy when we first met. And so for her to be with me and know that relationship and still stick with me, it only goes up. It's like there's it's a very foundation that I can trust, knowing that it was there before anything was built.
and it's crazy too because it's like we've been friends pretty much continuously. Like
It's never been
for
like a break.
like there's been a few gaps, but it's like it's never been like a no contact gap. It's been more like a
I'm
you
busy.
guys are playing a game that I'm not playing, or you guys are, or I'm busy with being at college. Like it's like life sort of just getting in the way because we're not around each other, or at least I'm not around you guys in person. You guys are obviously around each other in person, but I'm not. Um, so like I don't know. It's just odd. Like I can't imagine my life without either of you. Like
I
I can't
agree.
imagine not getting on and being like, I can't wait to play with my little buddies tonight. Like that's just part of my life, and I
No,
hope
we
that
can
it stays a
agree.
part of my life for a very long time, even if we're not playing games. As long as we're spending time with each other, um, that's what matters to me. But
I
like getting to
agree.
hang out in person was so cool to me because I was like, I don't know, it was nice. It was nice to like be out and like the more I become an adult and shit too. It's like cool that there was a point where like 14-year-old me could have had no way of understanding that at almost 21 I'm still around the same people in some capacity. All of my other friends are gone. Like all of my friends from high school don't talk to me anymore.
Mm.
I don't know those people. They've grown away from me. And I've
They're
grown away from them,
different.
and
They're just like
they're
they're not the same person that you knew.
they're not. And it's like, but like even we've all changed. I mean, I have tits now. Of course, I've changed. But like, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure, yeah.
it's like it's interesting to know a person for so like know people for so long that objectively the person that you know now is not the same person, but you've known that person through the whole process.
Yeah, it was a gradual change.
Yeah, and it's like that's crazy to me. That like I feel like I know both of you guys. Like I feel like I know both of you guys. Like I feel like I know your brains. Like I feel like I know how you like tick. And like that's weird to have like there aren't many people that I have that functional understanding of. It's like you two, my boyfriend, and my family. Or like how like those are people I know how they tick.
hmm
Um and it's crazy to know people like that. Um and it's like I'm hoping that it remains true, but it feels like we have us three of us have the friendship that has broken through the like, oh, you'll stop talking after high school ends friendship. Like we're
Oh
still
yeah, for
friends.
sure.
And like I'm well through college now and we're still friends. And after not even really being able to see each other in person. Like that's very true friendship. I feel like I don't think you get that anymore, like very much, especially as like you get older.
Yeah, you can't. It's not something you can just start again. Like you can't.
Yeah,
It's something where you have to be okay with having that very basic and plain relationship first, and then sticking with that person years and years and years again through all the changes. And then, I mean, obviously, there's a bunch of different points in time where you could fall off of each other. Like you could just like it could snap, and then maybe it just doesn't return again. And so to survive through all of that and then last as long as our relationships have, I think like that's not something you can just do again. And
I
you would
know.
have to luck out to do it with the right people too.
No, I know. I also think too, like I remember like when I think after the end of my sophomore year of college and like the beginning of the summer, I remember the conversation that us three had where you're just like you saying to me like you're just not here anymore, and so we don't consider you.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't consider what you might want to do because you're never here. We'd like it's not that we aren't friends anymore, but we just don't know each other anymore. And I remember how like gut wrenching. Like I wasn't upset at either of you for like thinking that way because it's totally understandable. Um, I remember how like gut wrenching that realization was. I was like, oh, I can't lose these people.
Mm,
And so I remember I made it a fucking point to show up. Like I made it a damn point to join like pretty much every night.
mm-hmm.
And now I've made it a point to factor you guys in as much as I can. Like I
Constantly.
you're worked. You guys are worked into my balance. Like I make sure I make it a point to hang out with you guys because I want one I want to, but also I want to maintain that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like, and it's just crazy that like I guess sometimes you forget how integral certain people can be to your life. Like, and you don't realize that until like the foundation of it starts to get rocky. You're like, oh, well, I didn't even realize this could go away.
Yeah.
And that's fucking weird.
Mm.
Um, and it's like we have a server, but it's just fucking us three. Like
Yeah,
it's just
that's
us.
true. That's
Yep.
correct.
Like it's just us against the damn world at this point. Like I feel like if the world were if the world were to end and I had to pick people, it would be like my boyfriend and like you guys. At the end of the day, like if I had to like if I can only pick three other people,
Mm-hmm.
um, just because I don't know, that's like
It's like a
what am I
necessity
to do?
almost.
Yeah, like what am I to do without my buddies? Like I need to have my buddies with me.
I think I'm the
Um,
same. I agree with that statement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy shit, dude. You know me when I was 13.
I know. We met.
God, I was probably so pathetic.
I don't remember what you were like. Yeah, honestly, like
I don't know if I
you've
changed
definitely
much.
you've definitely changed, but like I think like your core personality has remained pretty much the same. Like you've gotten older, as in like you've matured. Your brain has grown. Like
I'm wiser.
you're wiser and like you're better at you're just generally like smarter. I can tell that you've grown as a person. And same thing with Matt too. Like I can just tell that you both have changed, and that's just what happens when you get older. Um, but I would say like the root has stayed the same. For you, Matt, honestly, I feel like you've just grown a lot. Like I feel like your personality has developed significantly. I feel like it
Mm.
used to be you used to be very like you still are in some ways, but like you used to be very like reserved
Used to be a fucking
and like
prick.
I mean yeah a
Oh,
little
okay.
Yeah,
bit,
I'm not
but
gonna.
like now like there would be conversations that where like Josh and I would be talking and I'm like I feel like I don't know Matt, like I feel like I don't know this guy, like I care about him, he's my friend, but I don't know him. And I feel
Mm.
like now you've you've grown a lot. Like you're like you're going from like caterpillar to butterfly. Like you're becoming a more, at least outwardly more complicated person.
A more
Mm.
personable person as well.
Yeah, like I feel like I can talk about, like I know what your interests are now. Like I know like things that you enjoy. I feel like I didn't know that before.
You're in
Um,
metamorphosis at the moment.
Mm.
yeah, I feel like with you, Josh, all your all your shit's just kind of always been on the table. Like you're a very just open book person. I feel like not open book person as in like you're sharing all your deepest secrets, but like open book as in like this is who I am, and if you don't like that, that's not my fault. Like this is just who I am. Like, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. My stepdad's the same way. It's like this is who I am, and if you don't like me,
We're
it's
just
not my
not gonna work.
responsibility to make you like me. Yeah, like it's not my responsibility to make that happen.
Yeah.
Um, and that's a very admirable thing. I don't think a lot of people can do that. I sure shit can't do that, and Matt, I don't think you could do that. um,
Mm.
necessarily. Not saying that you can't do it, but just like as you as a person, I feel like we're both anxious people.
Yep.
Um, so you guys should see the position I'm standing. I'm standing like a goddamn sea captain. I've got my foot up on the fucking
You
chair.
got your
I've got
hands
my
behind
arm.
your.
No, I've got my fucking arm resting on like the top of my desk. I'm literally standing like I'm on the bow of a ship. I don't even know how I ended up in this position. I've just been talking for so long.
I'm miming it.
I think Josh is trying to recreate it right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, it looks like I'm looking out on my land,
Just
like
surveying it.
admiring my, yeah. Um,
Yeah, dude. I think it's Matt has the person that Matt was when I met him was a freaking brick, and I'm not.
I thought you were gonna say a
Mm.
freak.
He was
What the hell's wrong with you,
He
he
man?
was
a
a
freak.
like actual piece of stone. Absolutely, he has revealed more of his personality, and I still think there's much of his personality to be revealed yet. But knowing that he's capable of proceeding in doing so makes me believe that he will eventually do it. And I know that after you do it once, and maybe he just hasn't done it yet, it becomes something you can start doing easier and doing more often. That's just, it's a hard thing to do the first time. And I think I think I've kind of remained the same as far as personality, but like emotionally, I have like emotions were nothing to me. I think you're actually the reason that I had understood how important emotion is, which is crazy. Like I did not consider any of the stuff that I consider now like 10 years ago. I just didn't. It didn't register with me. It didn't even click that that was something I could worry about. And my emotional intelligence has skyrocketed just from being around you, because I think you're a very emotionally intelligent person. And that sort of thankfully rubbed off on me, because if that wasn't the case, God only, like, I don't even know how I would be. I would be so fucking annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my whole life I've kind of just had to be the person that has to just keep going. Like I feel like, I don't know if it was a mix of like antidepressants and like fucking dissociation, but like it was a lot of taking in the things around me and just having to be the only person in the room that wasn't crying. The only person in the room that was able to like stay rational in an irrational situation. Um and like honestly, being on hormones has like started to break that down. Like I try to let myself be upset now, and like let myself not know what to do. Let myself go to my boyfriend for help, go to my mom for help. Like I don't need to be the only person with my hands on the wheel all the time.
You don't have to carry the
Like
boats.
I don't have to carry the boats. I don't need to be Atlas anymore. I don't need to carry the earth. I just need to like live on the earth. Like I don't need to hold it up anymore. And I like I still am unlearning that. I'm still figuring out how to like put my needs first. I am so quick to shun off anything that I might need for other people. And like that doesn't mean that does not mean to come off like, oh, I'm so fucking humble and self, like that's not what I'm trying to say. It's like it's a point where it's like I will be like like on the verge of a breakdown. Like I am one bad thing away from just falling apart. And if somebody in front of me that I care about is not doing okay, everything else falls away and they're my priority now.
Mm.
Even if I am not okay, I am not going to let someone around me not be okay. Like I just I'm still unlearning that. Like I'm still like I said, I need to learn to be like I can't do this right now because I am not okay. Um and it's hard because it's like I feel like it's so easy to put away the stuff that hurts you because it's you. Like it's so like when you get cut by something, you're like, "Eh, I'll put a band-aid on it. I'll be fine." But when somebody you care about gets hurt, you're like, "Oh my god, what can I do?" Like
Right.
immediately the harm is way more significant because A, you don't know what that person's dealing with. You don't know how badly it hurts. But B, it's like I don't know. Like I don't know what biological thing in our body is like things against me are less significant than things against other people. But it's like
Yeah, the standard, it's like the standard you hold yourself to is so much lower than what you would allow anyone else to tolerate. Like,
yeah,
you would take a ridiculous amount of shit before you would let somebody you love take even a fraction of it. I think I'm the
yeah,
same, but I'd like I get you became emotionally intelligent from it somehow, but I feel like I just didn't. Like I feel like I sort of just like shut it out. Like of course, like you have to keep going. Maybe I have to take some estrogen myself to get through that. But like I still do that, where it's like I just have to keep fucking walking. It's not going to change if I don't. And I don't know how unhealthy it is. It's just like something that it wasn't like I learned it. Like it just happened.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I think part of the reason that I was able to like comprehend it and start to like break it down was I've been in therapy my whole life basically. I've been in therapy on and off since I was probably 9 years old. Um, and that and medications and whatever. I mean, medications like I don't know, like antidepressants and shit. They work. God, they work, but doesn't mean that you're not just gonna feel
You're like
literally
impervious to
nothing.
bad days.
Yeah, like there were times where I would skip my antidepressants so that I could feel sad because I missed the feeling. Like I missed that melancholic feeling that was crying and being upset and like the release of stress that cry like now that I'm on estrogen, I like it's like I'm tired and I have to do something I don't want to do. I cry a little bit because I'm like overwhelmed. Like
Hmm.
it's just like a reaction. It's like there's a cup of water inside me and it's being poured into with every little thing, and I just start crying because my body needs to get it out.
Mm.
Um, but like I don't know, like especially like middle through high school, especially high school. I don't know. I feel like I wasn't there. Like I just felt like I wasn't there, and I like don't remember much. Like I remember a lot of good stuff, but the bad stuff I remember. But like there are big gaps. Um, and I don't know. It's like I think about thinking about like being like finally getting over the hump of telling my mom like who I was after kind of
Mm.
hiding it from her for a long time, and having her doing her best to support me, but also her, you know, her brain stopping it out of fear and a lack of understanding, and then being told at 15 when it feels like every day that I exist further like this is another day that like it's like being told to walk another mile on glass. It's like I have to every step hurts, but I still have so many to go. And that's what it was like to be like you're 15 and you will not be able to do what you think you need to do to basically stay alive until you're 18. And so either you tough it out and try and stay yourself, as hard as it may be, or you repress it and just push it away. Like
Mm.
I remember trying, I was like shaving my legs and my arms every day. I was doing like moisturizing things. I was like trying to wear feminine clothing. Like I was doing as much as I could, but it was like everybody around me. Like I feel like if I had the social support at that age, I would have been a lot better off. But it was like, oh, I can do all I can, but I'm still getting called my dead name. I'm still being referred to as a man. And like I even feel that now. It's like I still get he himmed so much,
Mm.
and it like stings every time. Like it doesn't hurt any less. And it's just like you just get used to feeling it, but it still hurts like a bitch. And like especially when you're around people and like they slip up and it's like, "Oh, so you don't see me like that. You just do it because you know I want you to."
Mm.
Um like with you guys, you don't mess it up. And that just makes me feel better. Like you guys don't mess up. And like that like or if you did it was very early on. Like
Mm.
now it's just muscle memory. And I don't know, it's like and then I'll have people be like they'll look at me and be like, "I can't imagine you looking at yourself and not thinking you're feminine." And it's like I don't see it. And when people are like, "How?" Like I had someone ask me if I was trans and I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like of course I am. What world would you look at me and not assume that I am? Like like that it was like I remember I met a trans person that wanted to just be stealth, which basically means they don't want people knowing that they're trans. They just want to think people they want people to think that they're cis. That idea was so like I knew people were like that. Like I knew there were trans people that like that, but I just that concept to me was so foreign because I was like to me there's no way that I'll ever be able to do that.
Mm.
Like to me it just doesn't I don't think that could happen for me. And it probably could eventually. But to me, it seems so far away that like the idea that somebody could do that, um, like I've had to be comfortable. I've have to become comfortable with the idea of being trans because otherwise, like I don't have a choice. I am trans, and people are gonna know that, and so I have to just basically wear it like a badge of honor. Like I have to own it. Otherwise, I'm gonna hate it. Um, I don't know. It's just like, oh, God, I'm like running out of breath. Like, and I think that I don't know. I don't want to be woke. I don't want to like I don't want to have to think as much as I do. I like
I don't want to be woke anymore.
I don't want to be woke anymore. Like people like being trans can be a beautiful thing, but I feel like every trans person would be like if you could just be cis, like if you could just be the cis gender that you are, like the gender you identify as, would you do it? Most would be like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to deal with, feeling like shit because my facial hair looks kind of dark today. I don't want to feel like shit because the pants I'm wearing don't hug my body the right way or frame my body the right way or feel like shit because I'm getting people were fucking eyeing me up and down at work today and it made me feel like sick. Like multiple like coworkers and customers are like staring what feel like daggers at me, and I'm like, did I fucking offend you? Like, what am I doing
Mm.
to you that you need to stare at me that way? Um, or like being in public and wearing like a dress, or being in public and showing my body in some way and getting daggers from people. And it's almost like I want to yell at you. Like I want to be like, leave me, stop fucking staring at me. Um, and people, and like anyone that I confide in about it is like, people are gonna do that. People like, and I feel like it's so easy for them to shrug it off, because when somebody judges them, it doesn't shake their identity. It doesn't shake them that deep. But for me, it's like, oh, you don't see me as a woman. That fucks me up for the rest of my day. Like that
Mm.
that shakes my whole being, because I'm already insecure about myself. Like I'm already standing on shaky foundation. Um, I don't know. I don't mean to like trauma dump. I just like got going.
No, it's good.
Um,
You're fine.
okay. Um, yeah, I need to go to bed soon, but I don't know. Being trans is weird, and like dealing with emotions and shit is weird. Um, but I feel like more like myself than I ever have. So it's like it's working, and like it's
Mm.
paying off, but it's still like, I don't know. I guess I spent so much of my life being like, as soon as I get on estrogen, not that I thought like my body was going to instantly change into what I wanted it to, but like I didn't even like imagine being like, even if my body is starting to become what I enjoy, what I feel like is me, there's still so many more steps. Like there's still so much more to go.
Right.
Um, and like that never occurred to me. Like the identity crisis never occurred to me. Um, the problems from other queer people and other trans people never occurred to me. Like feeling out of place around other trans women because I don't feel like I look trans enough or look like a girl enough never occurred to me. Like feeling alienated within my own community never occurred to me. Um, I don't know. So I guess like my emotional intelligence came from, I guess, just having to be. Like I had to learn how to process things. Um, like I don't think I had a choice. I don't know. It's like hard to say. Um, but
Jesus.
like I remember like my therapist, like my old therapist, being like, "You should be a," like I would psychoanalyze myself without him even having any input. Like I would just like I had to. Like that's what I. It's like it's how I coped. It's how I reconciled. And I think that's like, even with therapy, like it gave me a platform just to talk to myself and have like a person be there to listen to me. So I'm not just shouting into the void. Even my therapist now, like she's lovely and she has a lot of good input for me, and she helps me a lot. But even then, most of the sessions are just me talking to myself, because that's how I process things.
Mm.
um I don't know. I could go on forever, but i'm I'm Yap City. I'm the queen of Yap City.
Now, I don't know,
No, I
dude. That's
objectively yapping.
that's like it's impossible for me to put myself in the shoes of like questioning myself like that, and not only that, but then hearing other people question it's
Mm.
like it was hard enough for me with my personality for me to be like, am I actually this or am I not that? No matter how like much I believed it was, and it's like that on a far more serious level, and I like couldn't imagine doing that. I don't know if you want to hear that you're strong, but Jesus Christ, I couldn't do it.
It's like I don't even know if it's from a place of being strong. Like sometimes it's like sometimes I don't like sometimes I'm just like so fucking over it. Like all of it. I'm just like so like tired. And I don't know, you have like people that like do too much. Like they misgender you and then all they talk about for an hour is how sorry they are for misgendering you and then you have to comfort them. And it's like
Come
I
on,
want to
Nick.
punch you. It's like I want to punch you in the fucking mouth. And it's like you can't even be angry. You can't be angry because people get upset at you for being upset about being mistreated. Like I remember one time my mom, I love my mom and she does so much for me and like she has been once she like figured out what a trans was and like understood it properly. Um I say a trans as a joke. I don't know if that connected either
I
way.
thought you were referring to like an animal.
Nope.
Oh.
Once she figured out what being trans was, like she has been very supportive of me, but like she still, will mess up my pronouns sometimes. I remember one time I like totally like no filter. I just said, "Yeah, get it right." Like I was just genuinely mad. I like couldn't,
Damn.
and like I was just upset. And it's like it feels like you can't be upset. Like it feels like you can't get angry at people, or like you can't. Like, what's the point of correcting somebody at a drive-through or correcting somebody at your job, that like a customer?
Mm.
And so, like, because